Hello everybody and welcome to eDIOCRACY, the show where a bunch of idiots that don't know what the heck they are doing sit down and save the world. Once again, I am joined by the boys.
Let's go!
Hey!
Yeah! Let's go!
Yeah. Hey.
And today we return to the second day of the Agrabah Festival, where some of our great party members have jumped in and joined the local tournament being held on the second day of the festival. So, last time we left off, they had just gotten through their first round through the festival, and they are waiting for the second round, and we are going to be opening up the third match of the first round of matches, where you guys have the choice. Would you like to watch this, or would you like to walk around and do other things? It's completely up to you guys. Like, do you want to jump straight to that, or do you want to do other stuff?
I'm fine with waiting.
First
I'm
things
fine with
first,
watching.
Vanessa needs to drop off the rations to everybody so that she's not over encumbered anymore.
Okay.
Vanessa has... Okay, She has 36 rations, and we gotta split that between 5 people.
I didn't know that was so high.
How many rations?
36.
36. She bought a bunch last time.
Yeah, because I bought 42 of them, but the 24 are half days.
Yeah, this is 36 days of rations. Yeah. So,
That's like 7.6.
yeah. So you're handing them out and everything. Are y'all planning on watching the next match?
Sure, I'm planning on to.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
Okay. So, with that, let's jump straight in. So, all of you are sitting there. Is now the next part. The fighters are getting ready to fight. Yorn is sitting there kind of going through a few of his things, and he turns to all of you and he goes, "Okay. Do we have a plan for the next, matches or anything? Is there, a plan, per se? Do we even know how the tournament bracket is? Has anyone figured that out?
No.
No?
I don't believe I have. No.
Okay.
Not sure.
Yes, that is something we're going to have to figure out. But there's a lot, there's a lot of stuff around here. I think I'm going to kind of look around for a bit. It's still, it's still the festival. I'll be back in time for the rest of the stuff, for the upcoming matches and everything. But
You know what?
I
might come walk around with you.
you come walk with me? Okay.
Yeah, I think I'll come around.
Got it. Arilo, would you like to as well, or or do you want to watch the fight?
I'll watch. I'm going to stay here and watch the fight.
Okay. Well, have fun with that. We're gonna go to, I guess, look around. I don't know exactly what to. I don't know what's around here, so I guess we'll just have to go look. We'll be back in time for the. We'll be back in time before the second round of fights. So, you have fun, Arilo, and Moragath. I guess we can do that. Vanessa, do you want to come with us?
Sure. I have nothing better to do.
Okay. And of course, what about you, Marquise? Well, I do like a good street brawl, just like the next guy. But I think overall, with how this tournament is, I'm not exactly a fan of it. So, I guess I could join you on your little venture for today. Okay. Well, it's settled. Do y'all have anywhere specific y'all want to try looking, or should I just lead the way?
You just lead the way. We'll follow behind.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, follow me. And he turns, he starts stomping away, and of course Marquise is right behind, leading all of you. And as you walk away, we're going to jump to the battle in which Orilo is going to be sitting there watching alone. So, Orilo, as this starts, you see all of the fighters kind of line up. They're ready to go. Out in front, you see right in front of you on the Team A side, you see an orc and a human. Both of them are holding warhammers, and you see on the other side, on the Team B side, you see an Orog and a gladiator, and they're also carrying a warhammer. As the announcer then walks up to the edge of the fence, and he goes, "And it is time for the third match! Today, we have Team A versus Team B. In a fight for the first round, they will be in a nice fight of a 2v2 with warhammers. And so, fighters, get ready, because it is time to start. 3, 2, 1, fight!" And then you see all of them charging at each other. Immediately, the human goes over. He kind of does like a knee slide under the swing of the Orog as he does a heavy swing kind of upward, able to dodge it straight under. He comes back around. The human's able to take the the hilt of his weapon, kind of bash him in the kneecap, making him fall to the ground. And as he falls to the ground, you then see the gladiator come over. You see it like a gladiator kind of like walk over to him. He gets ready, takes an upward swing at the human, trying to help to help out his teammate. As he takes an upward swing, the human was barely able to stop it a little bit, but he got knocked. He ends up getting knocked back. You know, as he's on the ground, he falls straight back, kind of hits his head a little bit. Gladiator comes over, swings straight down at him. He dodges out of the way, but the gladiator then is able to disarm him with an upward swing, grabbing him and then throwing him right outside the fence, causing him to be eliminated. And the announcer then goes, "Oh, and it seems Team A has lost a member to ring out." The orc kind of standing there. He's kind of standing there, like a little confused by the whole thing. He then charges in. The Orog and the orc kind of clash their weapons together as the gladiator then walks over to the fence and just leans to the side. He puts his warhammer up to the side and just kind of like sits there and waits. And as he's waiting, you see the Orog and the orc kind of like pushing each other back and forth. The orc kind of gets the upper hand, he was able to take his warhammer. He's able to push him back just slightly, taking the actual head of the warhammer, smashing him in the foot, causing the Orog to kind of topple over a little bit. And as he's like stumbling and trying to gain his footing, you then see the orc kind of shoulder charge him straight into the fence, breaking it, causing one of the pegs to basically fall to the ground and him just crash right through into the crowd. The orc was able to stop himself just at the edge by grabbing one of the fences, pulls himself back in, and then the gladiator slowly kind of gets back up, grabs his warhammer, and he's ready to go. And the orc, kind of like in a battle frenzy, charges straight at the gladiator, goes for a swing, ends up hitting the fence post, kind of smashing like half of the railing there into splinters. Swings over ahead, basically causing the gladiator to duck. And as he does that, he then goes for a kick. And as he does, the gladiator drops the warhammer, grabs his foot, yanks it back, causing him to come straight at him. And as he does that, you see him kind of do like almost like a jutsu maneuver, where he basically grabs the guy as he's coming at him, places both of his hands on his stomach, kind of throws him up almost in the air, spins him like a wrestler move, and then throws him just outside the fence that he was standing next to. And as that happens, you then see the announcer kind of like in shock, standing right next to him, just like, and it seems we have a winner! Team B wins by ring out! You hear a few cheers from the crowd, and then the crowd kind of like gets silent for a moment as the gladiator starts walking to the center, and he kind of like walks over there. He pulls out his sword that's on his side, and he goes, "I challenge any of you right now. Would anyone like to fight to give me something actually worthy? This."
You want to fight?
Who said that?
I said that.
And you see the gladiator turn towards you. He kind of looks up at you, and you see this, this human, kind of muscly human, nice and well built. He looks at you and he goes, "I see. You want to fight me then?" And you see him kind of like point his sword straight at you, and he goes, "Well, I challenge you to a fight right now." And then you kind of hear the announcer go, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa! I understand that we don't really have rules here, but I do have a certain type of proposal. You see, both of you are in fact fighters in the tournament, and I can't have any of you getting hurt outside of the tournament ground, the tournament rulings and brackets. Look, there's a lot that goes in place here, and I can't have you getting hurt outside of it. So, you," as he points to the gladiator, "you are going to calm down before you start causing more of a ruckus. And as for you, Goliath, you are not to engage this man in combat until you best your opponents first to get there. So, if you are so wanting to fight each other, make sure you progress in the tournament." And then someone kind of like walks up and whispers in his ear a little bit, and he goes, "What? I'm sorry, what?" "I see. Well, it seems, based on this gladiator just winning, you will be able to face each other in the next fight. So please, hold off until the next round. Because after the next round of fights, it seems he will be besting you in combat."
I'm looking forward to our match.
The gladiator looks at you, kind of excited, and he goes, "As I do too, and I will in fact best you in combat, Goliath." And he turns around, and you see him start walking to the other fence, and a couple people start jumping in, start cleaning up. You see one person, they're taking a broom and trying to like even out the sand a little bit from where a bunch of sand got kicked up, and you see one of the others start to grab a bunch of the warhammers together and everything. You see the fighters kind of come up to the edge, they hop over, and they're starting to get ready. And there's even this one guy who walks up next to you where the fence broke, and you see him trying to like hold the fence post up as another guy comes over real quick with some wood and a hammer, and they're like trying to beat it together real quick, and you just see these scrap pieces of wood just kind of put together very loosely to hold up the fence. But they get back into position, and then they get back into position, and then you see on the Team A side, once again where you're standing, you see the orc and the human. Then on the other side, you see the Orog and the gladiator kind of standing over there. And they stand there for a moment, kind of like waiting on their weapons. And the announcer kind of gets ready at the fence again, and he goes, "Okay, it seems it is time for the second match of this round. we have once again Team A versus Team B. And you see people start to walk up with weapons, and he goes, "This round is going to be a great one, as it seems that we are going to be using a very savage of weapons. We are using the battle axe for this round of the match. So, without further ado, let's get this underway." And as they start getting their weapons and start to prepare, he then goes, "Team A versus Team B. Let's get this over with and fight!" And as that happens, see both sides immediately run toward each other. The gladiator goes for like a downward like shoulder charge. Starts to charge at the human. The human uses his battle axe to like swing at him, causing him to basically stop the shoulder charge, and he slides straight under it. Kind of sweeps back around as he's sliding, lets go of the battle axe, almost like in a sideways throw, causes the hilt of the weapon, causes the handle to basically hit him in the heel, knocking the guy backward, and as that happens, you then see the gladiator kind of turn around, basically do a leap back on top of him, and just start pummeling into this dude. Just one after the other, just bang, 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 basically punching at his jaw just over and over. Meanwhile, the orc and the orog kind of doing their clash once again, both of them pushing back against each other to the point where both of them eventually just disarm each other and just grab each other and just start pushing as hard as they can in like a tug of war. They do this for a few moments, and then you see the gladiator kind of like stop swinging, and as he stops swinging, you hear like almost like a scream from the crowd. You know, a random lady's like, "Ah!" as you then kind of look and you notice that the human's face is basically like the nose has been crushed into his face, and you just like notice that his eyes are just stuck open, basically insinuating that he's dead. And you see the orc and the orog kind of stop for a moment. They look over and they're like, almost like shocked. You know, like you can see it's all like, to both of them, it's almost like a battle frenzy shock. Like they're still more adamant on pushing each other, you know, and trying to get the best of each other, but seeing that kind of got to them a little bit. They look at the gladiator, and he just simply sits there, waiting for the fight to be over. Both of them shove each other back and forth. And then eventually, the orog takes the orc and just kind of like moves him off balance a little bit and throws him at the gladiator, in which the gladiator simply just kind of moves, he kind of like shuffles out of the way, causing the orc to go to topple right past him, fall to the ground, and the orog goes over, grabs the orc, lifts him over his head, and the orc's trying to like get down, and as he chucks him, the orc is able to grab his arm, pulls him down with him. Both of them fall over next to the fence, and then they start having a shuffle on the ground, trying to restrain the other, trying to grab. You see the orc try to like wrap his leg around the orog's right arm, and you then see the orog kind of like try to grab him and push him off, and both of them are like constantly trying to get each other closer and closer to the fence until they're right up against one of the fence posts. And then you see the orog reach over to the fence post itself, start pulling really hard on it as the orc is trying to like push himself or trying to push him out, and he's able to rip a small piece of the fence post off, and like he then uses it and stabs the orc right in the stomach. The orc kind of topples back a little bit, kind of in shock of being stabbed by like a piece of the wooden post, and then the orog uses the opportunity. He gets up, he grabs him, and then he just basically shoves him straight over the fence, right next to the announcer. And the announcer, kind of in shock still from the whole thing, goes, Team B! Team B is the winner! Of the tournament. Or the match. Oh my gosh.
Oh no, he just wins the tournament.
It just wins the tournament. Oh my gosh, that's... Wow. That's a lot. Whew. Gosh. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have our victors of this fine match here, and they will be moving on to the next round. As for what all of you have just witnessed, we are going to take a short break. We will return in about 20 minutes to watch the next match. Oh my gosh. And you see him kind of turn away, and a few others are kind of shocked around it, and kind of just, yeah, kind of just leaving you to just kind of almost like a feeling of wanting to stroke your chin and just like, intriguing. So, and with that, that is the end of that round. And we jump over to the party, who has walked down the road. Okay, we probably need different music. This one. So, walking down the road, you have people kind of making their way back and forth, and you see Jord kind of leading all of you kind of toward one of the main festival areas. He ends up going basically in the opposite direction of the library and everything. And as you make it down the road, you find not exactly stalls set up, but you see people have like tables and things kind of set up where they have a bunch of where you see a bunch of things being sold. And on top of that, over to the side, you see like one of those. It's a wooden peg with a wood, basically a bull, like a wooden bull on it. And you see someone trying to ride it, and they get thrown off, and face just smashes into a fence post on the side. And, and you hear the announcer over there go, it seems another one has been knocked off. Does anybody else want to take a crack at riding the Raging Bull? And Jordan kind of stops and looks at it for a second. He goes, any of you want to do this?
Let's do it.
Okay, this is going to be fun to watch. So, you end up walking up, and the announcer kind of trying to go through. He's trying to, like, talk to people and everything, and he sees you walk up, and he goes, I see. Would any of you like to try to hop on and ride the Raging Bull?
Yes, I'll try it.
I see. Okay, it's gonna be 1 gold piece before you hop on.
My keys. Can I borrow a gold piece? Actually, hang on, let me see. How many silver pieces make a gold again?
10.
Oh, I got that. Never mind.
Yeah.
I got 180 silver.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And I just hand him. I was like, well, I don't have a gold piece, but here, this should suffice. I hand him over 10 silver.
Yes. Well, it does seem that is the case. So, if that's how you want to pay for it, feel free. Do you know the rules?
I don't.
Well, the rules are pretty simple. You're gonna sit there in that bull, and you're gonna last for 2 whole minutes. If you can last 2 minutes with our friends there, trying to throw you off with the bull, you can feel free to do that. And you see there's a bunch of like wooden pegs off to the side, and there's 4 people around it. like you see there's 4 people kind of around it, and you know the Rock'em Sock'em games.
Mhm.
Okay, think of the handles kind of like that. There's like 2 pegs essentially they hold on to, and they're essentially just shuffling them back and forward. And like that's all they do is they just shuffle them back and forward, and there's 4 of them kind of placed on different sides. And he goes, well, if you can last 2 minutes, you get the grand prize of 100 gold pieces. If you can't last that, unfortunately, you'll be losing all your gold, or you'll be losing the 1 gold piece worth. So,
Ah,
I'd say best of luck to you. Hop on when you're ready.
all right. And Morgoth goes to hop on.
So, you end up hopping on, and then, you see all of the guys that are around it kind of grab the little pegs there, and they're ready to go. And as they kind of like get in position, you know, you start to get ready. You didn't see the announcer. It's like, well, it seems we have another one stepping up to see if he can have a crack at the Raging Bull. Okay, remember the rules are simple. 2 minutes on this thing, and he wins it all. 100 gold pieces will go to him. Sir, what is your name?
My name is Morgoth.
Well, Morgoth, you, my friend, might have a chance to win 100 gold pieces. All you have to do is just stay on that for 2 minutes. Tell me, are you in fact ready, or do you need to have a moment to yourself?
Just kind of like, let's do this.
I see. Okay. Well, with that, let's get to it. Okay, everybody, count down with me. Let's start this in 5. And you see the crowd start to jump in. 4, 3, 2, 1, and it's time for the Raging Bull! And you hear him start ringing a bell. Ding, 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 ding! And then immediately the bull kicks back very quickly, kind of giving you a jerk. You're able to hold on. Starts throwing you around a little bit. You're starting to slip just a bit. I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
All right, hang on a minute. At a 16.
Okay, so you're able to keep yourself back on the bull. You're sitting there getting thrown back and forth. You last for a few seconds, and the bull basically spins around really fast. You're able to keep yourself on, and then you see see one of the guys kind of like stand up away from it, and a new guy comes up. As you're being thrown around, you can see this nice, muscly, like burly man walk up, and he ends up grabbing the pegs, and he pulls them back in a really fast fashion, causing the bull to like tip backwards, causing the head to go up in the air. And as he does that, it causes you to jerk back very quickly, and then he pushes it as fast as he can to then throw you straight down. I need you to give me a strength saving throw.
Strength 7 throw?
Yep.
Got it. Come on, strength, don't fail me now. 12.
12. So as he does that, it causes you to slip a bit. You end up grabbing grabbing the side as you like miss the handle and everything. I need you to give me another strength saving throw
Come on.
to pull yourself back on, because you're about
9.
a 9. So the thing spins around really quickly. You have a foot that kind of like slides off, and like you're able to hold yourself on just a little bit. I need you one more time, strength saving throw.
Alright. Come on. 23.
23. So you're able to pull yourself back onto the bull. They kind of throw you around a little bit, just back and forth. They get another spin once again. And in the spin, like you kind of feel it go really fast, and then eventually they do a little kick with it as they immediately stop. I need you to give me a dex saving throw.
Alright. Come on. 15.
Okay. 15. You're able to keep. You have struggled a little bit, but you're barely able to keep yourself on. The thing kind of jumps back and forth, and the announcer just goes, "Well, I see he's doing a pretty good job, but let's make this a little more interesting." And you see all of them just stop all of a sudden, and then all at once they push inwards, causing the thing to go up and down, like just vertically up and down. And as they do that, you're trying to like hold on. You're trying to like hold on to it. I need you to give me a strength saving throw.
Oh, strength saving there? Okay, hang
Yep.
on just a second. 15.
You said a 15?
15.
So you end up slipping. You let go. I need you real quick. Dex saving throw.
Damn. Come on. 12.
12.
Less than around.
You basically hit the thing and you're not able to grab it. You slip, smash straight into the ground.
Yep.
Yep. And then you see, and then you kind of like see the announcer kind of like clench his face up and he's like, "Oh, that's gotta hurt." Well, everybody give a round of applause to our contestant for the Raging Bull, but unfortunately he was not able to complete this. And,
that was fun.
yep. And then, as you kind of, get up and dust yourself off, the announcer walks up and he goes, Well, I'll say with a little practice, you could have done that. You had about 15 seconds left in that. You were pretty close, but not quite there. If you would like to try again, it's completely fine, but, I have no complaints to that, as long as nobody else wants to go up.
Anybody else want to take a turn? Or is it okay if I do it another time?
And
Anyone?
you just, you see, like, Jordan and Marquis kind of, like, they kind of look at you and just, like, sure. they just kind of shrug,
Vanessa giving a thumbs up.
Alright. I think I'll try one more time.
I see. Okay, well, it seems since nobody else wants to go up, we'll have our contestant go up one more time. Let's give another round of applause for him as he makes his second attempt. And as you as you make your way back onto it, he then goes, "Okay, well, the rules are still the same. 2 minutes. Let's get this started." And immediately starts spinning the bull, it starts kicking around and everything. You're able to hold on just a bit. You then have the bull kind of like kick up a little bit, a little too much. You almost slip off for a moment, but you're able to keep yourself on. It does a quick little bouncing spin around, causing you to kind of like lose a bit of balance. I need you to give me a dex saving throw.
14.
14. You're able to keep yourself on. It does another spin, and then you hear the like basically the wood pretty much smash into it as you see the bigger guy start moving it back and forth really fast, and as he does that, as he moves it back and forth really fast, you see the one of the bull's horns essentially somewhat shift a little bit, and as that happens, it does the vertical movement once again, kind of pushing you up and down, causing you to bounce a little bit, and then just it stops and immediately spins, and with that, need a strength saving throw.
Alright. Oh, that was a 4.
4. Yep. You end up slipping. You end up slipping. You're able to grab onto a portion of it, but your foot, it kind of hits the ground a little bit, and with that, you hear the announcer go, "Ooh!" And it seems his foot hit the ground. We're gonna have to count that as a knockoff. And they kind of make the bull come to a stop, and then the announcer walks up again and he goes, "Well, It was good while it lasted. You didn't quite last as long this time as you did last time, but it was still a good attempt nonetheless.
Oh well, it was fun, so you know. All right, everyone. I'd say we should probably go ahead and get back, or we should go do whatever you guys want to do.
I'm fine with whatever. If you think we should go back, we should go back.
Whatever Yorn wants to do.
I mean, I'm more of looking around. I don't really have anything specific. So, I mean, we haven't spent that much time walking. It's only been a few minutes, so we should have plenty of time. So what else do you want to do? I mean, do we want to go look at any of the shopping stuff, or like, do we want to see what people are offering, or I don't know. It's,
I mean, we can.
you know, maybe we'll find something. And if not, I mean, we can always just look at things. Like
Yeah, that's
so
true.
far, I haven't really seen any like, magical items. Really, I mean, I've seen a couple, but nothing too interesting.
Yeah, I'd have
So
to agree.
maybe we'll find something. Maybe we'll find something good.
Hopefully.
So. And so Yorn kind of like leads all of you kind of on the way down the road a little bit more, and you get another 40, 50 feet down, and you see a table. There's a little alleyway, and like just on the edge of the alleyway, you see a table kind of like set up there. There's this kind of like mysterious. You see like almost like a mysterious like hooded figure there. And you see like a huge like lizard tail out the back, kind of like sitting there, and Yord stops and he goes, "I'm gonna go check out that table." And he's like,
Agreed.
he's like, he does look kind of suspicious and weird though. Can I have anybody come with me just in case I am too interested in buying something from him?
I'm already walking ahead of him.
So Yorn's just like, "Oh, okay," and he starts walking, and y'all get up to it, and then as you get up to it, you then hear, you then kind of like hear a little bit of like a hiss, and like as you hear a little soft hiss, you then you then hear the voice of the stall person. Brain's not working.
Shopkeep.
I was trying to look for more of a stall. The person running the stall.
Market vendor.
The market vendor, yeah. So, the market vendor, you hear them softly go, "I see. I have some new customers. How's ours you?"
We ours pretty good.
And you hear Yorn kind of do a little bit of like a snicker almost. And he goes, "We're doing fines."
Okay, listen, we don't. I was doing it this one time, okay? You don't have to keep doing it. Then he won't sell us things.
The market vendor
I'm
then
also
goes,
like-
It's okay. I get it a lot.
Yes,
So what
but
can
it-
I help you with?"
We're just kind of inquiring on what you're selling.
"Well, have a browse." And on the table you see various like on the left side of the table is various like little jewelries and stuff like that. You see some necklaces, you see like a couple bracelets, and a lot of, and each one has like some type of gem in it. You see, ruby, emerald, you even see a diamond there. You see some things are made out of gold, some out of silver and brass. And, you even notice that one of the bracelets is made out of like a rose gold. And then on the right side, you see like bunches of pieces of paper, essentially. you see they kind of look like these like parchments essentially look almost like they're supposed to be what's the best way to put this? They look like they're almost like credited to certain areas. Like think of it like a coupon book. That's the best way to put it.
Oh.
Yeah, like you see like one of the pieces of paper, it mentions about a local restaurant. It mentions about a local restaurant, and it kind of gives a certain amount in gold. Like this one has 10 gold pieces on it, and the vendor kind of he kind of like stops your browsing for a moment, and he goes, and if you don't like everything's here, I do have some others. I'll have to go and get some, but I do have a few others that you can take a browse at.
Yorn?
And you see Yorn kind of like
Both
looking through the
pulls them out.
jewelry and everything, and he goes, "Do you have any like magical items of any kind? Anything that is within like the the magical arts or anything?" And you kind of you see the market vendor there kind of tilt his head up a little bit, and kind of like revealing his face a little more. It's basically a lizard face, and he goes, "Well, I see we have a peculiar guest here. If you want some magical stuff, I can help you out with that." And you see him kind of stand up, and he turns around to a box kind of like sitting behind him. It's a wooden box. Pulls off the lid essentially, moves it to the side, and then he reaches in and starts grabbing a bunch of stuff. And you see him first pull out a necklace. The necklace is a nice. It's like it looks a pure gold necklace with like a glowing red gem on the inside, almost like a ruby, but a little like more of a brighter red. And he takes that, and then he reaches in and he grabs what looks to be some sort of like metal ball essentially. It fits. It's about, I'd say, the size of maybe like, it's about half the size of the palm of your hand. He kind of grabs it. It's like a grayish. It's kind of like a grayish ball, but it kind of like emanates almost like a very light blue essence within it. Almost like there's another like energy power like within the actual thing itself. And he also like goes in and he grabs a lockbox that he pulls out. And you see the lockbox itself is it's gold plated on the edges, but other than that, it's just a wooden lockbox. And he pulls the stuff over to the table and he goes, "Well, I have a few things," and you see him take the stuff, kind of lay it out, and he goes, "Well," and Yorn immediately starts like just kind of like investigating it and everything, and he goes, "Wow, how did you get one of these?" As he like points to the necklace, and
What is it?
and Yorn goes, "Well, if I'm correct, this is an old necklace that used to be sold for people who were, I guess, underdeveloped in the strength department. And it was supposed to help them when working out like when working like manual labor jobs, people used to buy these things like all the time. They were pretty common for a while, but but the thing is up in Hestia, they ended up outlawing the use of it in the workforce. So only certain individuals who had it, mostly nobles and things like that, could use these. But the entire purpose of it is supposed to just it's supposed to like I can't say make you stronger per se, but it definitely it allows you to tap into more strength in your body.
Oh,
So
very
the
interesting.
the downside behind it that I can remember is that if you wear it for too long, some people used to wear it, daily, like they would wear it every day, night through day. They'd never take it off because it always made them stronger and it made them feel more confident. But the problem is that if they wore it for too long, it would eventually tire out their muscles to the point in which they wouldn't be able to move.
Oh.
And some people have died from it. It's very good to use in short bursts. Like you can use it for a day, maybe. But if you don't give your body a break from it after a certain amount of time, the overexertion of your muscles could collapse essentially and cause them to basically cause your muscles to basically explode. Basically, I mean, it could either paralyze you or cause you to be even weaker than before.
Ooh.
So, but I've always kind of wanted one of these to kind of test it, and this is kind of cool. Well, I see someone's done their research, but you're only partially right on this one. What do you mean? Wells, this specific necklace was actually enchanted with a magical property, so that problem of wearing it too long kind of doesn't apply anymore. You see,
Oh, for real. See.
I kind of have a friend who knows a lot about magic and enchantments, and I had them kind of remove the problems it faces before. Now, as for the way they did it, I'm not entirely sure. So, I will say it will benefit you in the end if you use it. But if you would like to heed the warning of your friend, you can always just, well, take it off for a day.
Well, do you want to buy it and try it out? I'll be your test subject if you would like, and then we can have it afterwards.
And you're
Works.
just like, well, I mean, I guess how much would this be?
That is the question.
Wells, when it comes to magical items, I typically like to sell them at about 300 gold pieces, but the price can be negotiated if needed. Phew, gosh, 300 gold pieces. Like I said, the price can be negotiated. Morgoth, how much money you got?
The equivalent of like what, 6 gold pieces? No, 16 gold pieces. Yeah.
Okay.
How much do you have again? 250? I say
Uh,
this quietly so the shopkeep doesn't hear it.
oh, I have a.
I mean, he said he could negotiate.
Yeah. Maybe we should find out what the other items are first.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yes. We'll think about that for now. But Tell us about this ball that you have here. It's I'm not like I've never seen anything like it before. Wells, this is it's a very particular item. You know, one day I ended up finding this. It's actually what helped me get all of this started. You see, this thing is let's call it a good luck charm, but it's not a good luck charm as in like wearing a rabbit's foot around your neck or making sure you go off and try to follow the end of a rainbow. No. It's something in regards to your luck is actually better. And you see him kind of like lift it up in his hand a little bit, and as he does, it kind of glows. He goes, "When you hold this, whenever you hold this, you can essentially look into it, and when you do, you kind of get a little bit of it's a little bit of a tingly feeling, but for let's say the next hour or so, typically about as long, you start to feel a bit luckier, and then something good happens, and then you see a random like a random person kind of walk up. They're also wearing a hood, and you barely notice like a lizard tail pop out the other side of the hood, and you hear them like, "Hellos, friends. I wanted to come by and buy something." Wells, it's goods you cames. I was just telling our friends here that this ball right here is a good luck charm, and as you can see, it is. What would you like to buy? Well, I would like to buy some of this jewelry here. And they discuss it for a minute, and then he finally buys a bracelet and a necklace for 50 gold pieces and kind of walks off. And as he does that, you see the market vendor look back and go, "Sees? It's a way to kind of make your good luck last a little longer." Well, that sounds fine and all. It's definitely something I've never heard of, but Morgoth, what do you think?
I'd say we're definitely a very lucky group. The fact that we're even alive is probably the luckiest thing. But
Yeah, it's
gotta thicken the strength, Nicholas. To be
Yeah.
completely honest.
What about the lockbox you got there?
Yes, actually, what is in the lockbox?
Well, you see, the lockbox contains a very special type of magical item. It's something that, well, definitely, it definitely makes things interesting. As for, well, the usage, I can't quite say, but let's just say it will definitely make your day a lot more interesting. So you can't tell us? No, but I can tell you that it's probably the most valued item here. So it's going to cost more. I didn't say that. This I will sell to you for a good 50 gold pieces.
So
50,
that's kind of a steal.
50 gold pieces for a lockbox? No, it's what's on the inside. And what's in the inside, I can't tell you. It's part of the fun. And also if I told you, well, it kind of ruins the item itself. What do you mean? Let's just say there's a curse of some kind that if I tell you what the item is, you can't use it. So, what would the practicality be behind it? Like, is it a combat item? I can't tell
Tell
you.
us what it.
So, we're supposed to just take your word like just this is like a mystery box of some kind. We're just supposed to take your word, and when we open it, there's supposed to be like this special surprise. Yes.
And I give you all my silver pieces for it.
How much do you have?
Currently 160.
You kind of whispers in your ear. You know, it's like 16 gold pieces, right?
Uh-huh. Said prices were negotiable.
I do like your spirit. Well, I can't sell it quite that low, but I think if we can bring it up to 25, I think if we can at least get 25's worth. And you're just like, you see him just kind of like sitting there contemplating, almost like face palming, kind of rubs his eyes a little bit, and he's just like,
I'll put the most into it. You can just put the other couple of gold pieces in there.
he goes, oh man, I hope we're not getting scammed.
We probably are. It's okay. It's all part of the fun.
Yeah, okay. Well, gosh. And you see him kind of like go into his pouch real quick and he starts pulling it out, and he goes, okay, we'll buy the friggin' lockbox. And you then see the vendor kind of almost like a little grin, just goes, well, it seems we've come to an agreement. And you see him grab a key. Like he basically like flips it up like a magician. He goes, this is how you will open it. But please, do not open it here. It's better to open it when you're, well, secluded somewhere. Don't want others seeing what it is. No, seriously. I had to kill one of my own kin for it. That thing, do not let anyone else see it until you have used it. And he puts the key down on the table, and Yorn's just like, wait, what? And he swipes the money from Yorn's hand, and he goes, and I will take it from you, and I will take your payment too.
Oh, okay. Here you go.
It has been nice doing business with both of you. And you see him quickly grab the other magical items and just toss it over in the crate, like basically like nothing, like almost like they're junk, just toss it over. He goes, enjoys your lockbox.
All right. I'll take it, Yorn. And I grab the lockbox and the key. I'm like, so, you want to go back to the tavern and test this out?
Heck yeah. We just bought it, so why not?
Let's go! And I like grab up Yorn and just start running towards the tavern.
Yep. You start running back, and you start running, and then of course Vanessa and Marquise see this, and Marquise just like, what are those two getting up to now?
Just hear like Morgoth yell out like he heard him or something. Just like, nothing!
More trouble. That's all I can assume.
And he acts like he heard that too, as always!
Well, no, it's because because that's what she mostly says. So he already knows her response.
Yep, pretty much.
Well, should we follow them, or should we continue our adventure?
I feel like we should probably follow them.
That does in fact seem like a good call. Where do you think they are headed?
I'm so glad they didn't hear where we were headed.
They're like running the opposite way from the
They're,
tournament,
they're
right?
they're running. Well, they're running in the direction of the tournament, but like they have to pass it. They're essentially going to pass it soon.
With that speed, I don't think they're running to the tournament. I keep missaying it, so just ignore me. But
Yes, I
I
see.
don't I don't think they're going back there.
Do you think they're going to the tavern to test that thing out?
Most likely.
Okay, well, let's head back to the tavern and make sure they don't get in too much trouble.
Yeah, because we don't know if they were scammed. We don't know. We didn't even hear their conversation, so for all we know, they could be scammed out of buying a bomb.
If that is the case, we probably need to move fast.
Yeah.
And with that, they
Vanessa's
kind of,
like,
yeah, he kind of like pulls you. He almost like kind of grabs your arm and he's like kind of like leading you in like a fast walk. And both of y'all kind of like head off down the road. You take a few moments and Moragoth grabbing Yord kind of starts running past the arena, and Orilo kind of gets a glance over as they're starting to prepare for the fourth fight there.
O'Reilly just hears Morgoth laughing like a giddy bitch.
Hello, Morgoth. How was the walk?
No time to talk. No time to talk. Must test out something.
We're going to do stupid stuff.
Yes.
Can I join?
Come on, follow us fast to the tavern.
No. For your safety, probably you probably.
To the tavern.
I like hold him up, and I'm like, okay, to the tavern, and I just start running again.
To the tavern.
I'm in like a full sprint, like shaking Yor like a sack of potatoes.
I'm kind of surprised that they didn't look back to see if they were followed by Vanessa and Marquise.
I'm not surprised at this point. It's just like they accept it. So, but yeah, they make
Yes,
their way
that's why
down.
we're in a full
Orilo, are
sprint.
you gonna follow them, or are you gonna watch the next fight?
I'm following them.
Okay.
I'm
So,
sprinting after them.
boom, 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 running down. So they start making their way back, and eventually they end up, passing everything. You've got Yorn holding the lockbox in the air, like above both of you, as you're carrying him along, and you'll finally get up to this door, and like not even thinking about it, you both kind of like go up to the door, and you kind of just hear Yorn just like wait, and then bop, his head hits straight into the door, causing him to fly back and smack into the ground. As he's holding the lockbox on his chest on the ground, he goes, "Oh!"
I'm sorry, buddy. And I like sprint back and like grab him up like a football and just start running back into the tavern.
So, Orilo, like seeing both of you like go into the tavern, he kind of gets there, and is able to follow both of you. And then right as he walks in, Vanessa and Marquise kind of like in a fast walk come around the corner, and they start making their way in. They get in there, and Yorn, both of you, you get into the main room, heading toward the hallway, and he goes, whose room should we do this in?
Fine, come on, let's go.
Okay.
I'm like, I go sprinting to my room and like come in and just kind of like toss Yorn on my bed and like run and lock the door.
So, before we get any further, are we going under the notion that Vanessa is more responsible, so she has the key for the room?
Oh, no, I have the key I have my key.
Because remember, didn't they share rooms? Last episode?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
It-
So,
Right?
Wait, who bunked? Wait, I'm trying to remember. Who bunked with Ugg again?
Vanessa and Morgoth. Oh,
Who?
bunked with a Rilo.
Okay, just making sure. So you
Alright.
ran into you ran into your room and
So, that's why I was asking because
Lock the door. Actually, like, just in case I forgot the key, I actually do push a bed up in front of the door as quickly as possible.
I probably shouldn't have mentioned.
so
it.
yeah. So as you close the door, start pushing the bed up. Arilo's able to hear the noise from the room.
Oh, is Arella outside?
He's
Room?
he's outside the room. He can hear like
Shucks.
you. Yeah, he didn't see you go in, but he
Okay,
can hear
fine.
you moving the bed.
Ah, okay. And I just go, nothing will stop us now.
Yes, yes.
You cannot stop this!
You know, at first, when you bought this, I thought it was a really dumb purchase, but now you've gotten me excited for this. I think
I hope it is a good purchase. Hope we're not getting scammed.
I
If
hope
it is,
I hope not too.
I'm burning this city to the ground.
Yeah. And he goes, "Well,
Like, does this door open in or outward?
it opens inward."
It opens inward. I'm sorry, buddy. You didn't get here fast enough. We'll show you when we get out. Plus, for your safety, it's probably best you're out there.
Yes, apparently people had to kill each other for this thing. And then he kind of like stops and he goes, "Wait, what if that happens to us?"
Well, Yorn, I hope you kill me. Either way.
Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see, I guess. Okay, open it up. And Vanessa, of course, kind of like arrives with Marquise right outside the door. As you're like getting the key to open it. Well, friend, is there a reason that Morgath's door is closed and seems to be locked?
You hear me like chime in from the inside. It's like, yes. So Miss Pricklepuss outside doesn't try to break in and stop this. Because
Marquise
that's what she does.
Marquise kind of like just looks at Vanessa and goes,
And I just go from there.
Well,
I also go from there. It's like, love you, Vanessa. You're the best.
well, what do you want to do now, then? As he looks over at Vanessa. What does Vanessa want to do now?
What?
Oh, sorry, I was muted. But I'm trying to remember if there was windows in the room.
No.
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 There's no windows.
There's no windows.
Nothing you can do can stop me now.
Vanessa's just like, might as well try the key, but it's probably not gonna work, knowing them.
So, yeah, you go and you try the key, and before you even get it in, before you even like get it in, you realize that like the door's unlocked. Like the door handle itself is unlocked, but like when you try to open it, it feels like there's something blocking the door. Well, friend, I'm sorry to say, but unless you want to force this door open, it does seem like they really don't want you to get in.
Is there a window to this room?
It
I
does
asked
not
that
seem to be
earlier.
the case.
Well, do you just want to sit out here and wait till they get done? Because they're gonna have to come out here eventually, or else they're gonna get disqualified from their precious fight
Yes.
club.
Just wait outside. We'll be out in a few minutes.
Well, that is a good point. They do have a bit of time before it's their turn to fight, so. Well, I guess we could sit here and wait.
But if we hear screaming, Marquise, I'm going to ask you to please take that door off its hinges, please.
um,
I feel like that'd be more Rilo's job.
yes, I'm not sure if I feel really great about that. Let me go ask the shopkeep to see if he has another way in. You have fun here while I go help while I go find the bartender real quick. And so we tune into the room. Both of them getting ready to open this box, and you're just like, what do you think's in it?
I don't know. We shall see.
Because I mean, there could be. I mean, he said it was dangerous.
Yes.
Should we get ready with weapons?
You pull out whatever you can. Oh, actually, here, hang on a minute. And I pull out and I give him my sickle because I didn't take that off.
Why do you have a sickle?
I don't know, just in case I needed it to try to climb something. If I needed to whack down bushes or something. I don't know. I just thought it was cool looking. Okay, here, take this.
Okay. Well, thanks. And you see him just he tilts it around a bit and everything and inspects it, and he goes, "Have you used this?"
Not much yet.
He goes, "Okay, I don't really know how to fight with a sickle, but I guess I'll figure it out."
It's just kind of like a dagger, but curved. So, you know.
Yeah, but whatever. Okay. I guess if you're ready.
Let's do this. So Morgoth goes and unlocks the lockbox. Actually, before I do that, I tell him to back up to the other side of the room, please.
I mean, okay. And
Actually, in fact, hang on. Let's switch sides, and because I'm assuming I'm more towards the door. I'm gonna go more towards the back wall, and I'm gonna tell Yorn to go towards the door.
And
So in case they can get him quicker if something does happen.
okay, and you see him move over there, and he kind of gets prepared. He goes, so have we made any real assumptions? Do we have any plans? In case why did we board up the door? I know we don't want anyone stopping us from trying this, but look, I'm just paranoid at this point. Okay,
Okay, fine. Here, I'll move it just far enough to where you can sneak out. Okay.
Okay.
And so I try to quietly move it just enough to where Yorn can creak out of it. Creak out of the door if he needs to.
Okay.
Yeah, that should be good enough. Let's do this quickly.
Yes, let's do this. Okay, here we go.
Assume the position.
Yep.
Just hold the door in case they try to open it, okay?
Yep. So, you end up taking it, and as you're about to try to put it down to unlock it, you notice that as you're trying to put the actual lockbox down, it kind of feels sticky, and you can't do anything, and you feel it almost shake a little bit. And for a second, it kind of unlatches from your hands, and it kind of just leaving the key. It basically drops the key onto the ground in front of it, and you just see it kind of freaking out a little bit, and it stops, just kind of almost it's waiting for the key or something.
This thing is a mimic, isn't it?
And Yorn just Yorn kind of looks in shock a little bit, and he goes, What just happened?
I don't know. My hand was sticky and it was shaking violently.
and you see him like quickly reach over into he reaches over into his satchel, and he pulls out a book and he starts rummaging through it, and he's like and eventually he pulls up a page and he goes, sticky, sticky, sticky. Yes. Oh, I
We
see.
just buy a mimic.
It's probably a mimic. Did we just buy a mimic?
I mean, it's a tiny one, so we could use it in battle. It's like a mimic grenade or something like that. I don't know what a grenade is.
I don't. We'll have to see.
Either way, I'm unlocking this thing. Just get ready to go.
Okay. And you see him like he puts it away. He puts the book away real quick, and he just like holds on like both hands onto the sickle, like ready to go. He's like, okay, let's do this.
All right. Then I go and I unlock the lockbox.
Yep.
So you attempt to unlock the lockbox.
Yeah. So you go and you start unlocking the lockbox, and as soon as you get the lock off, you notice that your hand gets kind of like stuck to it real quick, and then you see it almost like you see like the thing almost like start morphing a little bit. You see it start morphing a little bit as it like starts to try to like grab onto you. And I need you. And as that happens, I need you roll me initiative.
You're in the room. All right, I got a 10 for initiative.
Yep. Yeah, I'm trying to find this real quick.
Should me and O'Reilly also roll initiative since we're like right outside the door?
Nah. We'll worry about that if that's the case.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because Vanessa did say she was going to try to get the door open if she heard screams.
Yep. So, yeah. No one's really screamed, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I was just kind of like, Yorn, get ready. Like, Yorn, get ready to run.
You know what? You do make a good point, though.
It was kind of a yell.
Yeah. Here, let me go add this back in.
Is this thing trying to take me over? So it was like latching onto me. I don't know what the hell that means.
It's a mimic. That's what it does.
Oh, okay.
That's what it does.
I mean, other like just latching on or like taking you over.
No, it latches on so it can eat you.
Okay.
That's what mimics do.
I've never fought one before. Jeez. Sorry.
What do you mean? Yes, you have.
When?
Well, kind of fought it. Episode 7. Y'all threw... Essentially, Tony picked up the mimic and chucked it in the middle of a bunch of enemies. You don't remember that?
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Yeah. So...
that was good.
That was funny. Okay.
I love how the moment, like, Morga starts to try to return, the mimic comes and takes it and messes it up.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. What did you get on your initiative again? 10. Okay. Let's see. Arilo, Vanessa. I guess both of you roll your initiative real quick, just in case something happens.
I'm gonna go get some water.
14.
Okay. Cool. So we're gonna start this off. Of course, he walks off right then. So we're gonna start this off. The mimic starts. You know, he's already got a latch on him, so he starts. He starts it off. The mimic, of course, as he like grabs it.
Here, I'll stay through this first one.
Yeah. So he ends up kind of like he starts like changing shape and everything, and you start to see. You see it kind of like start. It almost starts to look a little purplish. You'll see little, almost like tentacles kind of like pop out, and you see it's like little pseudopods essentially pop out and everything, and like it's trying to. It's basically latched onto your arm. Or onto your hand, trying to like hold on to it as it's basically like trying to get ready to attack. It starts changing shape, getting a better latch in your hand, and as it does that, we're gonna move on to Yorn, who is going to immediately start freaking out. And he's just like, it's a mimic, crap. Just
okay, I got this.
it's just loud loud enough for Vanessa O'Reilly outside to just hear mimic. And he starts freaking out and everything.
Vanessa's just like, oh, what? Open this door,
Yes,
young man.
Yes, that canonically happens. What?
And now we move on to Arilo. Arilo, do you want to do anything?
I guess I'll just try to open the door, but
Okay. So you end up trying to open the door. So you see that the door is open just a little bit, enough for like a smaller person to squeeze through. I mean, do you want to try to like push more to see if you can move the bed or anything?
Yorn,
hey,
I just,
Vanessa,
like,
see if you can like cat your way through this gap.
Did I hear that correct? Did I say? Did you actually say cat your way through?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'll try.
So Ryla, are you gonna
My
like?
turn.
I mean, the door is just enough, like it's just enough open for like someone small like Yorn to squeeze through, but it's not enough for either one of you. So, do you want to like try pushing the door or anything?
Yeah.
Okay. So roll me a strength check.
19.
Okay. So you start pushing on the door, and you're able to push it open just enough that it seems that like Vanessa's able to squeeze through it. So it's just enough for Vanessa. It's now the size in which Vanessa can squeeze through it. And with that, we move to Morgoth. What do you do now? You've got this mimic latched onto your hand now.
and no weapons.
Good job.
I don't have any weapons. Yay! I am. Oh God. What do I do? I think I'm gonna cast Arms of Hadar on it at the 2nd level.
Okay.
Needs a strength DC. Yeah, strength saving throw 14. Wait, is it DC? I know it's hit DC is 14. It's a strength of 14.
Okay, so
Attack save, that's what it is.
it's a saving throw?
Yeah, it's attack / save, strength 14. So I guess it's a saving throw 14. For strength, I don't know, man.
Let me look. Self-defeat, invoke power. Okay. Cool. Just making sure that I could go through. I don't know. That was confusing. So it's gonna do that. Let's see. Strength it is a 12. You said 14?
14.
Okay, so it did fail that. So
Alright. Let me roll the effect. Takes 3 d6. Yeah. As 13 necrotic damage.
okay. 13 necrotic damage.
This also hurt my arm. Like, would it hurt me in the process because I'm so close? Or
Um
eh.
no, the way it works is it literally you're always in the range.
Well, then that's fine. Yeah,
It
good.
erupt from you and batter all creatures. Oh, all creatures within 10. Oh no. Oh crap. Yorn's got to roll
So it
too.
can't. Uh-oh.
Yorn's got to roll too. Okay, Yorn passed that though, so
Okay, cool.
Yorn got a 15, so he's
Yeah,
good.
if Vanessa comes in here, I'm telling her to just get him out. Vanessa,
Let's
you
see.
better listen.
Can't take.
I'm doing this so nobody gets killed.
You know I never listen.
You better. I'm gonna get Yorn to tell you to listen.
Yeah.
I'll make Yorn
Okay.
turn against you.
So, yeah, you did that. Anything else?
No, that I yell. As I cast that, I yell at Yorn to get out! Get out now!
Yorn like starts dodging. He's like, yeah. He's like, okay, Jace, I'm trying not to get hit. as
Sorry,
you
but get out!
yeah, as you see like one of the basically like the tentacles essentially that came out from you basically swings at him. He's able to duck it, but like he's like sitting there like trying to make it out the door.
Oh god.
Vanessa, on to you.
Vanessa's gonna try to make her way into the room.
Okay, so you go in. Yeah, that I mean,
Okay.
yeah, you're able to squeeze your way in. You see Yorn
And-
standing right in front of you, you know, trying to dodge a tentacle or two.
Vanessa's gonna like move around him and then push him backwards so he's like closer to the door.
So you're gonna like grab Yorn.
In a way, yeah.
Okay.
I told
So
idiots to
you end
get
up
out.
so you grab Yorn and Yorn's just like, Vanessa, hi, I'm sorry. Okay, and
kind of pushes him towards the
yeah,
door.
you start pushing him, and he just like quickly like gets out of the room, and he
Yeah.
like basically stops in front of Arilo, and he goes, "Oh, hello."
And Vanessa's gonna pull out her longsword with 2 hands.
Okay.
And do I still have my
Just
attack
gonna cut
action,
my arm off.
or is moving Yorn my action?
Moving Yorn was your action.
Okay. So she's just gonna like give like a stern look to Morgoth, and then she's gonna end her turn with her sword ready.
Okay.
Don't look at me like that.
So as this thing's got a grapple on, Morgoth, you know, as it's got a grapple on one of his hands, essentially, it then starts, wait a minute.
So Vanessa, what are you gonna do with the longsword? It's attached to my hand.
Chop off the hand.
I was like, why are you
Off
gonna
with
chop
the
off
hand.
my arm?
Off with the hand.
Okay, well then I'm useless.
But no, in my head, I really was like, punch the mimic, punch the mimic. When you're like, I don't know what to do, I got no weapons.
Yeah. So, with this thing basically grabbing your hand, it is going to swing. Oh gosh. It's going to start swinging its pseudopods at you.
All right. Well,
So, yep. It is going to swing the pseudopod It is going to get a 17. Does that hit?
That is a miss.
That is a miss. Okay. Why is it a miss?
My armor class is 18.
Why is your armor class
Wait.
18?
Oh,
Weren't-
the shield equipped. I have
Oh.
a shield equipped. That's why.
Yeah.
Never mind. It does hit.
Yeah, you're supposed to give that back.
Yeah, I was even asking that. I was like, wait, why do I have 18 armor class again?
Okay. So,
My
yeah.
bad. My apologies. Yay, damage.
Yeah.
Sorry, Vanessa.
So, it ends up doing 8 bludgeoning damage.
I'm not gonna tell Vanessa how much health I'm at.
But she's probably gonna hear you after the battle anyways.
Not if I die.
She won't
Not
let
if I
that
tell her to get
happen.
out. I'm
won't
gonna tell her
let-
right out of the bus to the door. Drag you out.
The only Raleigh who'd fight the mimic with
So,
us.
so we're skipping. Rilo, do you want to do
Yeah.
anything?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll
What do you want to do?
through the door?
Okay. So you're gonna bust in.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
you run into the room. You bust in. You see this mimic on his hand. Morgoth trying to get it off.
What are any of you going to do? This is attached to my hand. You're going to have to cut my arm off.
I get a piece of ration and just throw it on the mimic. See what happens.
Yes, tame the mimic.
Thank you,
Okay.
friend.
Uh,
It is now Morgoth's new arm.
so you
Oh, that would be a cool idea.
so you throw it at it. You throw it at it. It kind of hits it and it just bounces off. And you see the mimic that's latched onto him is just constantly swinging at him. Wasn't even phased by the fact that you threw some rations at it.
Good.
And now the rations are on the floor. Good job.
Ah!
Yeah, that was a waste of ration.
Could you imagine
Those
if
things are
Mo-
expensive.
Yeah, you're right.
Why did you make me do this, Morgoth?
I didn't make you do anything. This thing is latched to my arm. No one can do anything here but me.
Why'd you make me do this, Mark?
Why did you make me do this, Morgoth? I didn't do anything.
Okay, Rilo, anything else?
It's eating my hand. At this point, it's just Morgoth, because Morgoth's back at this point.
So, anything else, Rilo?
Anything else?
How do you feel about getting your hand chopped off?
I would rather die than be useless. Thank you very much.
I'm sure we could find a replacement hand.
I mean, yes, while a prosthetic would be cool, it is also expensive, and I have 36 copper pieces right now. I'm worth more dead than alive. You could harvest my eternal organs. I would say
Noted.
that would be a lot. Actually,
No.
actually, by the way, my only will is, can you guys go get my stuff from the tournament if I die? Please. That is all I ask you for.
I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but y'all should probably, do something before it eats his arm off.
Yes, get out of the room. I can cast a spell needed to kill this thing, but I need you guys to clear out so I don't hit you.
Oh, okay. I leave the room.
So you end up,
So please follow.
you're barely able to squeeze through the door. You make it to the other side, and Yorn's just like, anything good happen in there?
Not really.
I can't really see any of it. I can just hear all of you arguing at each other.
I don't
a
know
right.
how to explain it, but
I don't know how to. I don't know how to explain it, but I lost the ration.
But I lost some rations. What do you mean?
Okay. Morgoth, on to you.
Oh, great. Can I take this action to attempt to shove Vanessa out of the room?
Yes, it will be with disadvantage though, because you are.
Because I only have one arm.
And I have to roll.
Well,
against
that
it,
and
right?
because the mimic grappled you, so
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Could I start like waving the mimic at Vanessa to try to make her bring back up towards the door?
Okay.
I mean,
Get back, healer! I've got this.
get back here.
May the power of the mimic compel you. May the power of the mimic compel you.
The power of the mimic compel you.
I just go. Starts
my
like demonic
gosh.
screeching. Oh my god! Alright, I won't do that again.
But is that your actual action?
Yes, I actually. Do
Oh,
do that.
okay, okay.
I'm trying to back them all out of the room.
Okay.
So I can take this thing on.
Okay. Cool. Is that it?
Yep, that's it.
Vanessa.
Vanessa.
Just back away. I
Vanessa,
also like. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
trying to keep her ground. She's gonna cast Vicious Mockery at the mimic. That is a Wisdom saving throw.
Does Morgoth have to roll for this too?
No, it's only.
No, it's just that it's
targeted
just that the
creature.
mimic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You said wisdom, right?
Yeah, DC of 12.
He got a 12.
Damn.
Yep.
Ooh. It doesn't know English.
It doesn't know English. Fair enough.
Is that all?
Yeah. Vanessa's still gonna stay in the room though.
Okay. Yeah. The mimic is going to, with it grappled onto him, it is then going to attempt to bite him. It's gonna try to now bite his arm.
Wee.
He got a nat 20.
Oh my god! Okay, well, yep. All right, hit me with your best shot. Fire away.
Oh gosh. That's insane. That is gonna be. Oh gosh. I need a calculator.
Oh no!
I need a calculator.
Question: If
Well-
Vanessa jabs her long sword at it, is it possible to not hit Morgoth with?
Yeah, no, you're just
Yeah,
hitting
it's more
you're just
depth.
hitting the thing.
Okay.
All it is it's a grapple thing.
Yeah.
That's all. I mean, if y'all want to rule it that way, we can have that. But
No, I was just making
Yeah,
sure I wasn't
so-
gonna hit Morgoth in the process.
some people do, like, if you roll like a nat 1 or something, like, you know, something really low,
yeah.
then maybe. But I don't know. I just think it's cooler if you just somehow slice it and kill it. Oh. Okay. Give me a sec. Let me finish this thing, and then I gotta go feed the cat.
That was my life timer.
That was your
Yeah,
life
sorry.
timer. Yep.
It is now over.
So okay, so we
Meanwhile,
got that.
Vanessa with fourth level spell slot.
With a max of 77 damage. It's like, oh! Ah!
Okay, so you take it is 16 piercing damage,
Uh-huh.
plus
Yep, I was like, there it is.
16 7
plus-
acid.
16 plus 7. Alright, let me just do 16. And then...
Yeah, 16 piercing, 7 acid. That's 23 damage.
And then... Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Oh, it's water?
Yeah.
Wait, no, it's my turn next. Isn't it?
Let's move on to, okay, y'all are freaking out and everything. Yeah, y'all are freaking out. He's got this thing in his arm. You know what? You guys have some dialogue real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I mean, if you need to walk off, have fun. I'm taking a break. I gotta go.
Okay. I just go.
Vanessa's just like, Morgoth, if you're going to use a spell that might hit me, do it.
No.
We are
no.
getting that off you. I was not in a tournament. I can't.
O'Reilly.
Sorry, but
O'Reilly.
I was not in a fight, so I still am fully healed.
Can
You,
come
on the other
grab
hand,
her,
are.
please?
O'Reilly,
What?
do not follow that order. Stay out
I'm
there.
not
Protect
well,
Yorn.
I'm now.
Protect Yorn.
It's like enough from the cat. Out. I just start going to. I just grab a random bottle of a random spray bottle that's not even from this timeline and just start spraying Vanessa.
Vanessa
moving
doing
on.
Vanessa doing what is it?
Eh.
What is the movie called? I can't remember. I can't remember what the movie's called, but basically the dodging like in slow motion. I can't remember what it's called though.
The Matrix.
Matrix, yeah, she's doing the
Yeah, the
Matrix.
Matrix.
Dodge. The spray bottle.
Get back. I'm so glad he's recording this.
You can probably hear all this too.
Probably.
But yeah,
Yeah.
Vanessa's just like, do it. I don't care if I get hurt. I will try my hardest to get it off of you without losing your limb.
Vanessa, please. Please just stop.
Morgoth, please stop trying to kill yourself.
I'm not trying! I just want to fight it myself.
You're gonna
What?
die if you fight it
It's
yourself.
But then it's going to latch on to you because you're in close proximity of it. And then we have another problem on our hands. That's what I'm saying. And then O'Reilly is going to be the only one that can fight it. And he can do it. I know he can. But he's going to at least start the fight by trying to throw more rations at it. He's probably going to take whatever's left of my arm and beat him with it.
Okay.
He now has an idea.
Burn it.
You know, I would
Did you
try
say
that,
you're
but I don't
gonna-
have 2 hands to cast flamethrower.
Don't worry, I can cast flamethrower. We just have to drag you out that room, throw
Alright,
you
thanks, buddy boy.
outside, and then burn it. Burn it off you.
Yeah, you'd have to drag me with the other arm or like my leg so it doesn't. So it's like too far. I swear, if we get party wiped by a mimic that's attached to my arm, I'm gonna be sad.
We are not getting because we could if Morgoth actually dies in this fight, then we could honestly just lock it in the room, so we wouldn't get party.
That's my plan. So get out.
No.
So
Only when
get-
you die.
I'm not gonna. You guys are going to die if I die. So yeah. That's
You
what
don't
gonna do.
understand.
You're gonna
The
try to
only
come over there
reason
and
I
heal me
am-
up.
The only reason I'm alive right now is out of spite because of you.
We've literally both been alive because we've just been fighting each other this whole time.
Yes.
Just like, Vanessa, I love you, but I hate you so fucking much. There's my F-bomb of the stream.
Mutual.
It's like, listen, I love you to death, bestie, but come on now.
I
One of
just
us has got to go, and it better be the old man.
I just imagine you're my best friend now. We're having soft tacos later.
We're having
Vanessa
soft
and
tacos later. The 3 of
Why
us,
don't
and I
you-
just hold up. I just hold up the mimic.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's
God
fun.
dang it! See, now I was gonna get water, but we had too much of a dialogue.
I
Actually, never mind. I'm gonna
mean,
water now.
go get water. Go on ahead. Let's take a moment. I got food.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah. Granny just got here and she got Chick-fil-A. Was gonna eat it later, but I am hungry. Haven't had anything in a while.
Yeah, definitely the only reason Vanessa is still alive right now is spite.
Just
And-
spite.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, I guess we're just gonna chill here for a minute.
How did you like our dialogue? If you could hear it.
10 out of 10 would take off my headset again. I heard the very end when y'all started screaming at each other, but that's about it. So yeah, no, I was helping Granny get. Yeah, I went upstairs to feed the cat. Granny got home. She had this, and she also needed help getting groceries in, so I quickly got those in.
Yeah. It seems like every other session, Vanessa and Morgoth are screaming at each other
Yeah, something like that.
about who's gonna die.
So, the real question is, does Ugg notice the commotion? Sure. Well, yeah, hop in. Why not? Hop in.
Yeah, I feel like Ugg might be feeling better. We never know.
I feel like it's not really feeling better, but more the fact that like he hears it and he's like, "Shut up!"
I'm trying to sleep.
So,
Yeah, go ahead.
Wait,
If you think Ugg hears the commotion at least, feel free to hop in.
Ugg is here now.
Hello, Alex. Sorry, old man.
He's not old man.
He will always be an old man.
I don't know. In Eric Cocker years, that's pretty old.
okay, I got an idea.
He's
I'm not sure if this works, but if I shoot the mimic with this arm, he might come off.
What?
That I'm gonna be honest. I couldn't understand that, but from what I got from it was, okay, I got an idea. If I use Ugg and just constantly hit Ugg against the mimic, it'll kill him. That's like
If
all
I-
I got out of that.
If I use my blunderbuss and do disarming shot at the mimic, it might disarm the mimic.
This
Yeah. I mean, you'd be using disarming shot against Morgoth, I think, more or less.
No,
It's
you use
also
on the
going to
mimic.
take off a disarm, aka, and I just hold up my left arm.
So it's who's in the hallway? It's Arilo
And Yorn.
Aralo and Yorn are in the hallway.
I think Marquise is also in the hallway.
No, he walked up front to find the barkeep.
Oh, right, yeah.
He was trying to find the innkeeper, so.
Oh, great.
Just like,
Very convenient of him.
Arilo just kind of like notices like the door open and just like just kind of like slowly like walks out, just like, what are you guys doing right now?
Oh, hello. Nothing. You can go back to bed.
And,
I can't while you guys are like screaming at each other in there.
Well-
and Ugg just hears Vanessa and Morgoth like, no, you get out! No, you...
Get out!
No! I
I,
will
s-
not let you sit and fight the mimic by yourself!
I see the parents of the group are fighting again.
Yeah, that happens a lot. Or I don't know. I remember it happening. Did they calm down when I was gone?
Have
Do you think that they would have calmed down while you were gone?
Probably not.
So what is it this time?
So to try to sum this up as fast as possible. Basically, I was heading off with I was heading off with Morgoth. We went off, found this weird shopkeeper selling magical stuff because we can.
Or
and-
something cool.
Yeah. So we went off. We bought this thing. It was a lock box, and he said it was magical or something. What was inside was magical, and we opened it, and it's a mimic. His arm is being eaten by a mimic.
Well, I guess that does count as magical.
Yeah. So.
And just in the background, If you tell me to get out one more time, I'm gonna magically kick your ass.
You're gonna magically do what now?
I'm gonna magically kick your ass so hard.
It's like, I'm sorry, I can't hear you over the thing of this thing shrieking in my ears.
Well, Rilo, it is your turn. Would you like to do anything?
Yes, I'd like to pick up Morgoth and start carrying him out of
Wait, you have to go back in the room if you're gonna
You
do
have to
that.
Go back in the room.
Yeah.
man.
Okay. So you're gonna go back in the room and pick him up?
Yes.
Morgoth, are you going to allow this?
No.
Okay.
What?
What are you? Oh,
You
Rilo,
listen-
please stop. Pick her up. Pick her up.
So yeah, this is actually a weird. Yeah, this is a weird conundrum. So Rilo, I need you to give me an athletics check, and I need Morgoth. I need you to give me either a dexterity or an athletics check at disadvantage.
John, just
Oh,
in case,
whoops! I accidentally clicked. Hang on.
just in case you need it, 4.
Oh, for your initiative.
I got a nat 1 plus 3.
Oh, I
Um,
also got a 4. Great. Rolled in athletics at a 4.
Okay. Well, he picks you up. I don't know what he's gonna do with that, but Rilo picks you up.
Put me down, Aurelio. Pick
It's
her up
just-
and take her out.
I can't put you down. You have a mimic.
Yes,
I
I
just-
have a mimic, which is why you shouldn't be. This thing's gonna start to flail around and hit you.
I just start rushing out of the tavern.
Holding me over your head.
Yes.
Okay.
Get in
You
the door.
yeah. You can't do that. There's not enough space in that door for that.
Just
You-
put me
you-
down.
You're
Take
gonna
her,
have to
take her.
you're gonna have to shove the door open and everything, and you've already spent your action.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I know what I'm
I'm
doing
gonna
for
be
my
there.
first set.
A better action for that will have been you go in there, you move the bed, and then your next turn you will have picked them up.
Okay.
That will have been better use there, but you know.
Okay, but you picked him up, so Morgoth has he has been picked up with a mimic on his arm.
What?
Morgoth, how do you want to approach this?
Please put me down and grab the. Actually, I actually cast thaumaturgy and go grab Vanessa.
But I
Put
can't
me
grab you.
down. Put me down and grab Vanessa. Please, I'm begging you. Now, I just want to say on my turn, it's my turn now. I just realized, have y'all seen the Amazing World of Gumball?
Yeah.
We're basically the medieval version of Nicole and Richard Watterson.
Yeah.
Gumball's mom and dad.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I just totally realized that. Anyway. I'm like, well, screw it, I guess. And I'm gonna just cast a Chaos Bolt on this thing.
You cast Chaos Bolt on yourself, essentially.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so you have disadvantage with that. So have fun with that.
Alright, I'm rolling a hit with disadvantage. Oh god.
The better
8.
question: what did he actually hit?
Had an 8.
Got an 8. That, my friend, is a miss.
Ooh. Okay, well I'm just gonna go for an unarmed strike, I guess. I'm just gonna punch it.
Okay.
Wait,
Was Chaos Bolt a main action?
yeah, it's main action. Never mind.
Yep.
We're done. That's sad because it was 23 to hit too. It's like, well, I've done
Okay.
all I can do.
Vanessa, onto you.
Put me down.
I'm gonna jab at the mimic with my long sword.
Oh my god.
Okay, roll for hit.
She rolls on that one because she hit me.
If that's what you want to happen.
I'm fine with this.
Okay.
That's gonna be a natural 20.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, that's a hit.
Well.
Uh,
What a
five
bitch.
crit damage.
Oh.
Okay, so 5
Okay.
slashing.
Yes, I believe. Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, slashing damage.
Okay.
And Vanessa's gonna, with her bonus action, healing word on the man with his arm getting eaten off.
It's like, Vanessa, I swear. It's like, I swear to the gods above.
All Morgoth here's is like asshole, and then he gets 12 health back. Just
Asshole! Just a blast of like glowing light just envelops Morgan.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like, Arilo, on your next turn, you better grab this cat and get out. My final words will be, I love you all, and I hope you have a good life.
Okay. Ugg. What do you want to do?
Ugg just kind of like looks more exhausted than he did when he like first came out of the room, and he just kind of like looks over at
Yorn.
Brain's not working that well. Yeah, he looks over at Yorn. It's like, Panic hasn't really set in yet or anything, but have they tried? There's probably a good reason why the mimic was like in a box, and you mentioned something about him attacking his friend over what was in this box, or something like that.
What?
I was talking to Yorn. Ugg's talking to Yorn.
Yeah, how do you know all this?
Didn't Yorn say something about or mention like
He didn't mention. I don't think I mentioned that. No, he mentioned that he bought this lockbox, like this magical lockbox, but he didn't mention the guy attacking his friend.
I thought you mentioned like something small about that. Oh,
No, I don't remember saying that.
He is now of no use.
Okay, so what now? Anything?
Ugg's gonna talk to Yorn for his turn, so he's gonna be he is gonna say the Panic hasn't said in yet part, but he's gonna be like, the shopkeeper probably had like a good like way of keeping the mimic in the box form.
Yeah, the lock.
Yeah. Yeah, but like, how would you have gone like the lock on the mimic first, kind of thing?
I have no clue. I really don't. It was on it when we found it, but like I have no clue. And with it, and it's now like it's basically a purple sludge. It's not even a box anymore. It's just a purple sludge eating his arm.
That sounds. Ugg just kind of like puts his hand in his head. It's like, this is a headache.
And you just see kind of like Yorn kind of like peek in the room, and he's like, I guess. I mean, if it goes on a little longer, it might be a headache to Morgoth too. I mean, Morgoth too.
I just yell from there. It's gonna be an arm ache for sure.
Question, Johnny. What kind of action does it take to go into the room?
I mean, you can just squeeze in the room.
Okay.
I'm more of just treating it as like difficult terrain, but it's really short, so you can just walk in.
Do I still have my main action or no?
No, you spend it talking to him.
Yeah, Ugg's just gonna kind of stand there with like his hand in it or his head in his hand for his done.
Ugg is in the room now.
No.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right.
Well, the mimic takes another swing.
Okay.
You have got to be shitting me.
What do you get, a nat 20?
Yeah, I got another nat 20.
All right, I'm ready to die. Oh God, I actually didn't want Morgan to die. I wanted him to leave.
Oh my gosh, that's actually funny. Yeah, so he's
That's not funny, ha ha. That's funny, I'm gonna die.
yeah,
That's funny. I'm in danger.
yeah, he's trying to eat his arm, so it was a bite. I forgot to mention that.
I'm getting Luke Skywalker.
Um,
Anakin Skywalker.
He's getting the Luke Skywalker treatment.
Yeah, I'm a Luke Skywalker, Anakin Skywalker. I'll be more like Count Dooku.
Not costing you an arm and a leg. Just your entire life.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, Darth Vader died eventually.
so you're gonna be taking 16 piercing damage and
I'm already dead.
and 5 acid damage.
I'm already dead.
Oh.
16 killed me. Let's go. Just get her.
He just goes limp in O'Reilly's arms.
Yeah, as it's like biting his arm, the pain, the pain is enough shock for him to just instantly knock him out. He basically falls limp, kind of falls limp inside of Arilo's arms, and Arilo can notice that he's still technically alive, but he is in fact struggling. Arilo, what do you want to do?
Okay,
Rilo.
in shock of feeling him go limp, I may accidentally drop his body on the floor.
Grab Vanessa.
Okay,
Shut
so you're dropping him.
Yes. Then I pull out good old Betsy and start blasting at his hand.
You start blasting his hand.
You're gonna shoot
One
me.
of the, minutes, so-
You might as well just hit me in the head.
Okay, so. Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
Like, well, he's dead. Screw this shit. Just blast him with a flippin'
Yeah,
blade.
just yeah. Okay. So you go. Yeah, no. You are. I mean, you do realize you're within 5 feet of him because you drop it and then shoot, right?
I use sharpshooter.
Double down.
He's gonna use sharpshooter on it.
That's the best.
Let me just make sure he's dead. Sharpshooter.
Let me just put this man out of his misery. Sharpshooter.
Okay, so you're trying to shoot the mimic off his hand, right?
Yes.
Okay. It'd have been so much funnier if he just goes, "No, I was trying to shoot his other hand." Oh man. Okay.
Oh my god.
Let me check. So what does sharpshooter do again? Attacking at long range doesn't impose disadvantage on your ranged weapon. Half covers
You-
3/4. You make an attack.
It's you take the 5.
You take the 5 off and add +10. So you still have disadvantage if you're shooting within 5 feet. You do know this, Arilo, right?
Not exactly.
What do you mean? Not.
I did not know that. So.
Yeah, you just dropped them to your feet, so you're within 5 feet.
Yeah, within 5 feet, you regardless have disadvantage.
Yeah,
All you do
you're essentially in the center of the room. Like you have to leave the room to be out of 5 feet. And no, you cannot shoot your gun in, unless you want to try to shoot through a door, which is also disadvantage.
The only reason you call out sharpshooter is for taking 5 off your attack roll to add 5 to your 10 to your damage roll.
Yeah,
Okay.
that and also long range, to stop the disadvantage. But do you want to continue to do that?
Yes. Disadvantage was -5.
Let's do it. Okay, so you're.
Oh,
Let's go. Okay. He's sticking to it. My man's over here sticking to his rolls.
16.
How?
Wait, is that
Wait, no.
wait, is that with the -5?
No, it's 11. Sorry.
Oh,
I-
dang. Yeah. So you try shooting it, you didn't really hit it. So like, or
God.
yeah, it basically the bullet kind of it hit it in a way where it kind of just absorbed it, didn't actually take any damage. Good try, good try. You know, can we get a round of applause for the man sticking to? Yeah, dude, absolutely amazing. Yeah. Okay. Not only did he not back up and like, not only did he like not go with his word or anything, he didn't try arguing, saying, "Oh well, maybe I could like climb on the ceiling or something and get with that," because I was expecting something like that. But yeah, no, it's
I
perfect.
mean,
Okay,
he's- Good man, that O'Reilly. Good man.
yeah, good man.
Do action surge and use Deadeye shot. So.
He's trying again.
Okay.
This is amazing.
20.
What does Deadeye Shot do again?
It gives me advantage on attack roll. So it's just a regular roll.
So roll again then. If it's
Wait a minute.
Wait, no.
It gives you advantage. Yeah, let me search that up. That's something we haven't really run into.
Does that just make it a normal roll, or is he still disadvantaged because it's within 5 feet?
Yeah, so there are some things that, yeah, it's really, yeah.
Why is it deathly quiet?
I'm reading through stuff.
Oh, you're reading this. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna go back. To
There's no genuine answer for that. I'm gonna say, because there's a lot of stuff in 5e that like states different things.
All I'm saying about it is just gives you advantage on the attack roll.
Yeah, it doesn't say, because so rogues, the way sneak attack works is if they have any disadvantage whatsoever, even if they have thousands of advantages, if they have a single disadvantage, it stops the whole thing. They can't use it. But this doesn't really state that. But I'm not sure if, like, I mean, you're within 5 feet of it with a ranged weapon. You know what? He's using Deadeye Shot. Screw it. It's part of his class. Yeah, I'll just give him the advantage. I'll give him the advantage. Go on ahead. Roll again. Or did you already roll advantage?
I haven't rolled advantage, but the next roll after 20 is nat 20.
Okay, well, yep, that's a hit. Okay. How much damage?
do I need to add a failure to this?
No.
That
He's
was
shooting
some
the mimic,
unlucky
not you.
rolling, but I got 10.
Okay, you got 10 damage.
Yeah, I rolled like 3 ones, so.
Wow. Okay, so 10 piercing damage there. Is that all?
That is all.
Okay, Morgoth, I need you to roll me a death save.
Oh, alrighty. Let's roll a good old d20. Give me a 1.
You got a 2?
And a 2. And that's a failure.
Okay, that is one fail. Vanessa.
Is this actually how I go? I die the stupidest way possible.
Don't worry.
Don't worry, Vanessa's here. Vanessa is gonna pull out
Don't heal me right now. All I'm gonna do is die in more agony.
she's gonna move the longsword to one of her hands and then bring out her mace of terror.
Oh, okay, cool. That's much better. Actually,
And
that's a much better idea. All right, I'm gonna make the call. If it misses, it hits me in the face.
yeah, okay. I was just making sure I had 2 weapon fighting as a bonus action. Okay, so Vanessa's gonna jab at it with her longsword first. So roll to hit, right? Yeah.
Yeah, roll a hit.
Okay. I'm assuming a 5 misses. That's a nat 1.
Yeah, that's a miss.
And no, we're not saying it hits Morgoth in the face. You're not dying in the stupid way possible.
I mean, it's Morgoth's choosing on that. I'm gonna let him choose. Do you want to get hit with that? Because it was a nat 1.
He actually got a nat 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got a nat 1.
No, I wanted
No.
to hit him in the face.
Okay.
No, it's just a joke.
Yeah, it was a okay.
For
Just ma-
Vanessa's
hey,
sake,
I'm just making sure,
for
man.
Vanessa's sake, I'll give Morgoth a chance to live.
Okay.
Yeah. As a bonus action, I'm gonna attack again with the mace.
You already used everything to swap weapons.
Oh, great, yeah.
Yep.
Never mind.
Ugh.
Cool.
How do you want to go about this?
In the most unfazed way possible, Ugg is going to walk into the room, walk up to the mimic, and try to calm down the mimic.
I swear if this works.
Explain to me real quick. How would you do that?
He's kind of there, kind of petting the mimic and whispering to the mimic, trying to make it calm down and not attack us.
Give me an animal handling check.
14.
Fuck, I have no... You know what? I'm gonna make it roll against it real quick. Wait a minute. Okay. Oh, fuck. This is... How the... So... You end up just... You sitting there, petting on it, whispering to it, trying to calm it down, and eventually it goes from biting off his arm to... It's still latched on his arm, but it's no longer trying to actively eat it.
Oh, that's good.
And it just kind of sits there, doing nothing.
Cool. Uggs just kind of just unfazed, just continues to pet and whisper to the mimic, just not even paying attention to anyone else.
Okay.
For the love of God, no one heal Morgoth. I will wake up and scream, and it will just start all over again.
Hey, you're knocked out. You can't say anything.
I know that was out of character.
I know you're knocked out. You can't say anything.
I can say things if I want to out of character.
No. That's a little much.
Alright,
Morgan gets sent to the quiet corner.
Hey, I'll just roll my saving throws. John, you can just pop in the corner if you want. After I do that.
This is
But
the
that will make
strangest
it
food
Okay, cool.
I have
Oh,
ever seen.
Ugg, is that it?
Yep, that is my turn.
Cool. As we come back to the mimic, it's kind of just sitting there. It
I'm going to die in the most dumb way.
this is such a weird thing. It. Why did I even allow this? So,
Not the
yeah, the mimic essentially like it's calmed down, but it's just like you notice that it kind of like takes a little more of like it takes one of the pseudopods it has, kind of wraps around his arm a bit, and you see that it's almost like it's readying for a bite, but it's not actually biting on his arm. How do y'all want to proceed with this?
You guys literally just put it into a stalemate.
Well, it
I'm
appears
going to
hungry.
die.
Why don't we actually feed it some actual food and not, Morgoth's
Well-
hand?
I mean, Aralo tried.
Well, yeah, but that's
Eat
when he was
fruit.
trying to eat your hand.
Just pick up the stuff that's on the floor.
All he did was throw
Wait,
some
I forgot. I'm not here. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the rations are kind of
Wait, even if I'm
Nah.
unconscious, can I still like telepathically talk to Vanessa?
No,
No, you're not
Dang
that.
it!
you're not.
need-
You specifically need to be conscious for that.
But yeah, are we all in agreement? Maybe we should try to feed it, so it stops feeding off our friend.
yeah.
Because we don't know how long it went without food. Let- but yeah. Didn't doesn't Vanessa have fish rations, like rations that are like
Yep.
smoked fish or something?
You got meat, you got fish.
Okay. Vanessa is going to slowly pull out a fish and slowly hold it out towards the mimic.
Okay. How much rations is that?
That's going to be 2 days worth.
Okay. Okay. So you're trying to. Well, you said you're gonna toss it at it.
No, she's slowly like reaching it over.
Okay. So, it kind of like. It kind of like takes one of its like pseudopods, kind of like reaches over it, grabs it. You see it kind of like it kind of like grabs it and it kind of almost like inspects it, like basically flipping it around and everything. See the little fish kind of like flop as he does this. Then eventually you see it just take the entire thing in its mouth whole, and then like it closes its mouth, just sits there for a moment, and then it readies a bite. Like it readies again, about to like it's wanting to bite Morgoth again.
And Vanessa just kind of pulls out another 2 days worth.
And so, same
Do
thing
not
happens.
speak.
It takes it, inspects it, it eats it, and then it readies again on his arm.
Vanessa is gonna try to not persuade it, but persuade it actually, to like get off the arm so that she can go get real food for it instead of this rations. Would that be animal handling or persuasion?
Uh, okay, I'm the mimic. Persuade me.
Okay. Mimic. You seem to be liking my fish. We're actually in a tavern, so if you could please get off the arm, we can go get you some actual food, that like fresh meat that they cook. not some gross old man's arm. That's probably winkly and dirty.
Wow, thanks for that.
Shush.
And
I'm trying to persuade the mimic. Vanessa pulls out yet again another two rations. Like, here, this is all I have left, but I can go get more.
It takes it, it eats it, and then it readies on its arm, and you just see it like kind of like you see it just breathing essentially, and you almost see it like salivate, where like a little like a drop of acid hits Morgoth's arm, kind of burning a little bit of the skin.
She kind of looks over around, like, Aurelio, you have rations, right?
Yes.
Can I please have more to feed him? Or can you go fetch someone so that we can get actual food for him?
Yes. I'll get some
don't-
meat from.
Yes,
No?
just get the meat, don't
Yeah?
get the person. They don't need to know why we need it. Just please go get it.
Is there a bar here?
You're in a bar, like it's literally in the other room.
Redler's in a barn, yet he still can't find the
You
bar.
can't find the bar.
Okay.
I think he's just
Going-
distraught at this point. He's like, I didn't get a drink and we've been at a bar for 2 days?
Okay. Who has some coin? Because I'm broke.
Vanessa actually pulls out. She actually pulls out like 10 silver pieces and hands them over to Aurelio.
I quickly snatched him up and bolt out the room.
So you bolt out the room and you head out, and like as that happens, Yorn kind of pokes his head in the room, and he's like, "Hey, is everything fine in here? It got quiet."
Yeah. Can you be slow about it? But we're trying to feed the mimic, so he stops eating off of Morgoth's arm.
Oh, I see. And you see him like try to slowly move in the room, and as he does that, he trips, smacks the ground, makes a loud thud.
Oh no, bro!
And
And-
immediately as the
The mimic is gonna go for another bite. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna give y'all a chance. What do y'all want to do?
No!
You got a
No.
you got a few
But-
seconds.
This is my
Vanessa
body!
is
I
go-
say no!
it's my
Let him
body. I
die.
say I want to be bitten. Vanessa is going to try to shush the mimic, like try to calm him down after the loud bang, hopefully with the help of Ugg, because he was already doing it.
Ug's been like trying to like console the mimic, and like after he hears the bang, he's like really trying to like console the mimic, trying to keep it
Yeah.
calm.
So both Vanessa and Ugg
Okay.
are trying to-
Give me animal handling.
Both of us, sort of,
No, just Vanessa.
with advantage.
advantage or no?
No, just normal.
Just,
Okay.
just checking.
Yeah.
This is just Morgoth's ghost talking at this point.
Why can't I... Okay, I had a hard time trying to find skills for whatever reason. That's gonna be a 17.
Okay, so you managed to get it to not bite his arm off.
For now.
Um,
Johnny, I'm so mad at you right now.
so it just kind of sits there.
Can I roll
Roll for what?
death saving throw?
Go ahead.
I was about to say, like, it's been a minute. It's been a little bit.
That is true.
I mean, you can't wake me up because then I'll freak out and punch it.
What'd you roll?
one success.
You get a success? Okay.
I got a 19.
Okay. Okay.
Continue. I'll mute.
Vanessa's like, can you please stabilize him so that he's not dying anymore?
So,
Will I be awake if he stabilizes me?
No.
no, you're still unconscious for that. But, Jordan kind of like gets up slowly and he goes, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to." And he kind of moves over and he's like, "So, what are we gonna do?"
How long did the guy tell you how long he's had this? Whatever item you guys got it from?
I don't remember. If he did, I don't remember.
Because
Because
the way that at least I'm thinking is it's really hungry. So that's why I've been trying to feed it.
have you ever seen a mimic before? Those things are always hungry.
Yeah.
I don't think it's got a time limit. I think he's just always hungry.
But we're gonna at least try to get it off the arm before anything.
Okay. So how are we gonna get it off the arm?
Rallo's getting actual meat, like cooked meat now.
Okay.
And if the mimic would like it,
Am I stabilized?
Yes, he stabilized you.
so that's all successes, right?
Yeah, you're just not. Yeah,
Okay.
he's just not up. So,
Okay.
Also roll a d4.
And if, because, Jorn, please tell me what it was before it became this, gesturing towards.
It was just a lockbox. He said there was something magical in it, and I didn't expect this. I mean, when you saw me flaunting it in the air, did you expect it to be a mimic?
I didn't really see what it was.
Yeah.
You guys just ran past. But if it's a lockbox, they had it locked for probably a long time. So it's probably gonna be basically starved.
Yeah,
More
that's
so than
true.
a regular one.
Yeah.
Can you give it some of the rations I gave you earlier? Just at least 2. That's all that I'm asking. Just to keep it situated until Aralo comes back with the meat.
Sure. You see him pull it out, give it to it, trying to keep it calm or whatever. And as he's sitting there, trying to feed it everything, it's staying somewhat calm for now, but still ready to bite his arm if needed. You then you hear you end up hearing some footsteps from right outside. And then right after you hear some metal clanking kind of coming down the hallway, and you see Marquise kind of poke his head in and he goes,
Vanessa is just like, shush.
Okay.
And she's like,
what?
Slowly come in.
Okay. That's fine. I found the innkeeper.
Keep him out. Keep him out. We don't need someone to freak out right now.
Well, you see, he's kind of already here, and he kind of pokes his head in and sees you, and the innkeeper's just like, what?
Marquise, can you cover his mouth?
What in there? And he kind of covers his mouth. He's like, okay. I do apologize for this.
We're trying to keep the mimic calm. We're gonna try to get persuaded.
That is
get off the.
That is
arm.
a mimic.
Yes.
That's a mimic.
Right now, it's calm. We've been feeding it some rations that we bought.
Yeah, you see him poke his head in a little more, and he's like, "Is Morgoth okay?"
He's alive. He's unconscious but alive. And it's going to try to continue to eat him if it does not stay calm.
I see.
Arilo is getting some food right now.
Okay. Well, in that case, we're just waiting.
Yes, we're raiding and trying to keep it situated.
Do we want to try to wake Borogoth up?
No, knowing him, especially since he got knocked out during, and he was panicking. He's probably going to panic more, and in that case, ensue more combat.
Okay.
So our best option is to keep him unconscious, unfortunately.
I see. Well, this is a predicament.
By the way, I'm out for 3 hours.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
gonna wake up eventually. You're gonna have to figure something out in 3 hours.
So hopefully, when Oralo gets the meat, we can get it off, and I don't want to say loosely tame, but at least get it back out into the wild without, getting any more people hurt. Unnecessary people hurt.
Yes, I see. And you see the gnome kind of like push his hand off, and he's like, "So, let me get things straight. The reason the room's trash and the bed's on the other side of the room is because you have a mimic in here. Where'd you even get a mimic?"
Vanessa, we're like, well, she kind of didn't tell the truth fully. Well, she didn't have any more fish left, but she did have one ration left, and she like pulls it out and like gives it to the mimic. It's like, it's a long story.
And you see Yorn just kind of like sitting there, like staring at the mimic, and he's just like, "How do we get it to like let his arm go?"
We're hoping, well, at least I'm hoping, is we either that or we tame it. If it doesn't let go, we'll eventually try to befriend it or something.
Befriend it.
So it doesn't rip
That's
Morgoth's arm off.
it's. I mean, that just doesn't. I don't know. I think that's just hoping too much. I mean, what's the worst? I mean, the worst case scenario is he goes to eat his arm. What do we do then?
Kind of like in a calm voice, keeps like trying to pet like the mimic, trying to keep it calm, but like looks over at Yorner and just kind of like calmly asks him, "It's like, do are mimics known to have anything that they prefer?"
It's like, he's like I mean, other than adventurers, I don't think. I mean, if I'm correct, each one like has they're like kind of like us. They have their own preferences and things. Some prefer to eat, well, they like adventurers and stuff. They more of like the metals and stuff from that. Some like meats more. Some like it all comes down to preference for some. This one probably really wants to eat his arm.
Vanessa's just like, Yorn, can I have a meat ration, please? Just a single one. Like, I don't care if it's one of the half days. Wait, yeah, no, yeah. The half days are breadcrumbs, right? Yeah. Can I have meat, please?
Okay, and he hands you over a day's ration of meat.
Vanessa is gonna hold out a day's ration of meat and also one of her silver pieces
Okay, so
out to the mimic to see what it would if it likes metal.
so the mimic kind of sees you doing this, and it reaches out. It basically reaches out to both of them with one of its pseudopods, and kind of goes back and forth trying to choose, and then it kind of you see it kind of start to reach over to you see it start to reach over toward the meat. It kind of stops within inches, and then just moves over to the coin, and as it's touching the coin, you then feel it latch onto your arm real quick. It switches targets over to Vanessa. Jumps on her arm.
Kidding me, dude?
Man, you're trying to feed a mimic, dude. This is something you got to expect.
Yeah, no, I actually expected it.
Yeah, so it latches on. It latches on real quick, and it. Do we want to roll initiatives, or do y'all want to stay the same?
Stay the same.
Stay the
All
same.
right, well, somebody wake me up, I guess.
So the mimic latches onto your arm. It is then going to attempt to give you a nice old nasty bite. That is going to be. That's gonna be a 24.
Definitely a hit.
That's gonna be 8 piercing damage and 4 acid damage. And then we move on to Yorn, who's going to freak out. He's just like, and you see him whip out a dagger real quick, and he's going to attempt to stab it. That is. Okay, so he ends up hitting it. And that is going to deal 2 piercing damage. Ends up hitting it with the dagger, getting a nice slash on it. Rilo. On to you.
Okay. Am I at the bar?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. So
He's at the bar.
he's at the bar. Okay, so he's at the bar. Yeah, you walked into the bar. You don't see anybody. What do you do?
Do I see any sort of meat that's 1 gold piece?
You do not see any meat at the bar. You do notice to the right of the bar, though, is a door that is slightly open, and you could see that it's like a storage pantry.
I look to my right, I look to my left, and I kind of proceed to the pantry.
Okay, so you walk into the pantry, and as you're opening the door, you see there's a torch hanging on the right side there, to your right, but it's dark in there otherwise.
Bart, Tavern Keith, are you in here?
You hear a voice from the back of the pantry. It's just like, "Oi! Who's there?"
It's me, O'Rilo.
Who?
I need a gold worth of meat right away.
You want a gold worth of meat?
Yeah. A gold piece worth of meat.
And you see from waddling from the shadows is a gnome walking up to you. Well, I can help you with that, but I mean, I got to know what you want. What kind of meat do you want? Do you want some snake meat? Do you want some gator meat? Do you want some pig? We got some pigs. That's pretty good too. I mean, it depends. What kind of meat do you want? I can get you a gold's worth, but you gotta tell me. Any day now.
I really want to be like, I'm sorry, child. Where are your parents?
Okay, but what do you actually say?
What about some crocodile meat?
Yeah, get you some crocodile meat. Do you want that cooked up?
I like it raw.
You'd like. Well, I'm not going to question a
Sounds
paying
like
customer.
I toss him the 10 silver pieces. So.
Okay. He takes them, and you see him like he's got a really small pouch that like he kind of like slots them in one at a time, and like this thing basically like bulges out, and he goes, "Thank you. And let me go ahead and get your crocodile meat." And you see him waddle back into the shadows, and then you see 4 gnomes carrying it on their shoulders out to you. It's just a slab of meat. Like a slab of crocodile meat as they walk out, and you just hear ha, 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 ha. And then they just like kind of like hold it up for you to grab.
Thank you. And I just bolt out the room.
Yep. So and with that, we're gonna move to well, he's down for the count. So Vanessa.
That was me muting. I thought I was muted. Okay. But so it's attached to Vanessa's arm at this point, right?
Yes.
I'm assuming. Yeah, I don't have both weapons out anymore, which is a good thing. Right. Right, because I was using a free hand, so.
Yeah, it's. You were using 2 free hands there, right?
Oh yeah, at the very end, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's lashed onto your arm. You've got 1 free hand, technically.
Okay. Vanessa just kind of looks over like at everyone else and is just like, cool. So she is going to use the free hand to get a little bit of pocket sand and cast sleep on it.
You didn't think of this earlier?
Oh my gosh! How much pocket sand do you have?
I'm guessing a pocket's worth.
Keep in mind, I grabbed a lot when we
John,
were.
We don't question the abilities of Dill Gribble, now do we?
No, we do not. Pocket sand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so you're gonna attempt to put it to sleep. What do I gotta roll for that?
That is me rolling to see if it gets either hits the HP, and if it doesn't,
Is it current HP or max?
Current.
Okay.
So that would be a 3rd level spell slot, and 2d8. 2nd or level high. I gotta do math on this because I gotta figure out how much dice I have to roll.
Wait, before you finish this, I'm just reading the sleep spell, and it just sounds even better now that I'm actually reading the sleep spell.
5d8, so that'll be 5, 6. Okay, hang on.
By the way, this starts with a creature with the lowest amount of hit points.
Yeah.
Oh, within an area?
Within 20 feet of where you choose. And it starts with a creature with the lowest amount of health, and it works its way up.
And currently, there's only the in the room is
It's Morgoth. It's you.
Morgan's already down, so I wouldn't do anything to Morgan.
It wouldn't do anything to, yeah, it wouldn't do that. You have, currently in the room, you have Marquise, Yorn, Vanessa, Ugg, and the gnome.
as well as the mimic.
As well as the mimic.
Yeah. This is hoping that the mimic has less than, let's say, 47 hit points. Because then it would be the lowest. But or we don't know the gnome's hit points, so or Yorn's.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna knock someone out.
Someone's
Yeah,
gonna-
well,
Okay,
everyone's
well,
gonna get knocked out except for Morgoth. Well, I mean, Morgoth's already knocked out.
So okay, so it's 2d8 plus 5d8 plus 2d8 each level, so that'll be 9. Yeah, 9.
Johnny.
that
can
would
I
be
ask-
9. What?
Johnny, I'd like to ask a question real quick.
Okay.
What immunities does the mimic have?
Immunities?
Yeah. Is it immune to anything or
Wouldn't
no?
you like to know, Bird Brain?
No, the reason why I'm asking this is because there's a thing in the sleep spell that says undead and creatures immune to being charmed aren't affected by the spell.
I don't think Charmed is one. No.
Okay. Because I was gonna be like, yeah, this could be fun.
So that was a 40.
You got a 40?
Yes.
Okay, and you said it starts with the lowest hit points, right?
Lowest hit points.
The gnome's asleep, isn't it?
Does it like subtract every time you knock someone out? Or does it just stay on that 40 for knocking everyone out in that vicinity?
Starting with the creature that has the lowest current hit points, each creature affected by the spell falls unconscious until the spell ends. The sleeper takes damage or someone. Subtract each creature's hit
Yeah.
points total before
Subtract.
moving on to the creature with the next lowest.
Okay.
A creature's hit points must be equal or less than the remaining total of that creature.
Oh gosh.
I'm knocking a few people, knocking at least the gnome out, I'm assuming.
Yeah, you knocked the gnome out. So you end up knocking the gnome out. Let's see. So you knocked him out. The next lowest. Let's see. And you said it's current's not max, right?
Yeah, current.
Okay. It then takes the 28. Okay, yeah. So you just knock out the gnome.
Go.
You just knock out the gnome.
We just
Okay.
noticed like a thud behind us. We just like.
And the gnome is just asleep. And Marquise is just like, what did you do?
No, Schmebulok.
I did something that didn't work. And as my bonus action, I'm gonna do healing word on Morgoth,
Okay.
and that'll be the end of my turn,
Alright.
which will be 8 hit points.
Oh, awesome. Great.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, Marquise, seeing that the gnome is knocked out, he's like, well, enjoy, friends. I'm going to get him to a safer place where there is not a mimic going wild. And he grabs the gnome and he gets out of the room. And then the mimic, hearing Morgoth wake up, releases and hops onto Morgoth.
Haha! Alright, cool. Everyone follow me outside.
So, yeah, Oh, wait, you're just gonna let him grapple?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool. So,
Well,
Yes. As long as it's not on Vanessa.
oh gosh,
Uh,
give me a sec. I gotta do math now. So
Oh God.
that would be.
You just had this thing kill me already.
good going.
I'm gonna get O'Reilly to set me on fire. By the way, that is my plan.
Good going. You let it grapple. You let it attack you again.
I know because I'm hoping it'll like miss or something.
No, because you let it grapple onto you.
yeah, it has advantage.
Oh yeah, you're probably dead. Okay, so you let it grapple.
No, I'm just gonna get knocked unconscious again, and then I'm gonna
Yeah,
succeed.
it grappling onto you is the attack.
So yeah, its main action is to grapple on.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Alright.
it used its main action to grapple. You just allow it to happen essentially for some weird reason.
I just get like before it kills me. I just go, just leave it on my body and drag my body out and set it on fire. Okay, just burn it. It's okay. I have fire resistance. Might be able to revive me somehow.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So that happens. Yorn's freaking out again, so he does nothing. Rilo, would you like to do anything?
Yes, I rush in with the slab of crocodile meat.
Okay, so
I
you're rushing down the hallway. Yeah, you've got plenty of things. So you run in. You got the crocodile meat. As you see Morgoth's arm being bitten again, and he's somewhat panicking. Yorn panicking off to the side. Vanessa's standing there also panicking, and then Ugg is just Ugg.
It's just,
Okay,
Ugg is
Whoa,
just
I'm up.
track, like where the mimic is at this point.
I go towards the mimic, and I smack it with the crocodile meat.
Uh, good job.
So
buddy.
as you do that, let's see.
Macking it with the crocodile.
Nah, it's not. Nah, I mean, you do that. It's just latched. It's latched onto Morgoth.
Does he still have an action left? Does
What
he
a
still have
what a
anything
what a
left?
what a Rilo?
Yes.
No,
Oh,
he just
used everything. Okay.
well, he still has technically a
Do what
free
you want there,
bonus,
Rilo. Do
just
what
not
you want.
not the main.
I was gonna say, just grab me and take me outside.
I guess. I mean, would it just slapping? I mean, that's kind of a hit. That's weird. I'm gonna put it up to chance. Yeah, no, he loses that. Okay, cool. So you have your bonus and free action still. You just have like no movement because you just ran across the entire inn, and you just use your main action to basically slap this thing with meat.
Okay.
I kind of quickly tell Arilo that if I go down, just take my body outside.
I guess I'll just hand the meat over to Morgoth. Or is it Nessa? I'm lost track. Which one has the mimic?
Hey, I have the Vanessa on me. I have the mimic on me.
Yeah, you can't hand over things either.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately. Handing over items technically in 5e rules is a main action.
Grand fun.
Yeah. The point of that is so you can't just run up to someone and be like, "Oh, here's a greater potion of healing. Heal yourself on your next turn." So,
Okay. I guess I'll end my turn.
yeah.
I'm just
Yeah. Morgoth, what do you do?
I use all my movement and go outside.
Okay. So you run out the door. That's 15. You make it all the way down the hallway, where you can see the main room, and you've got this mimic on your hand, and you see about 2 gnomes in there, like sweeping the floor, and they just kind of look at you weird, like,
Yeah. So can cast rune spells at this point?
Actually, would he be able to do that? Because technically that
No,
would have.
Can I still cast the fire rune twice? You flamethrower?
The flamethrower stuff. You have one hand free, so technically yes.
Okay, I'm gonna start casting flamethrower.
I will tell you that if you cast that thing like trying to burn it, I am going to put damage onto you as well.
It's fine.
Okay.
Can I move after I cast it? After I cast the first one, can I move and then cast the second one?
No. If you move it, it cancels the spell immediately.
Alright, I just go. Alright, everybody move! Everybody get out of the way! You go, oh, Rilo, after I'm done with this, drag me out of here. I don't want the flame spreading.
Okay.
And then I go, Yorn, get ready with a water spell.
And you see you're just like, ah! And, he can see you from inside, essentially, but he's just panicking, like, ah! What do I do?
Get ready with the water spell, now! And I end my turn there.
Vanessa, on to you.
Vanessa is gonna follow Morgoth, using all her movement to follow Morgoth outside of the room, and once again, she's gonna try to insult this thing with vicious mockery.
Okay. Cool. It got a. I know it's a fail. I just want to get the number 5.
Yes.
So how much?
That's actually the max vicious mockery damage that I can do. 8.
Okay.
And that'll be it.
Cool. The mimic is going to take a bite.
Great.
That is going to be dirty 20.
Alright.
Yep, been nice knowing you.
Yeah, you said this last time, but I'm still here somehow.
Yeah, that is 6 blood. No, not blood. Yeah, my bad. 6 piercing.
Okay.
Plus another 5 acid.
Alright, I'm down again.
Yep, it bites you. The pain, once again causes you to just go in shock, and you are knocked out.
Don't revive me. Kill it first. And I just drop.
Yep. So Yorn runs all the way out to you, gets right next to you, and it's like, I see. Problems for so much. What do we do?
Kill it! It would be nice. Kill it!
That's a good point. So yeah, he in fact takes out, or he takes his dagger that's in. Actually, no, he would have dropped his dagger back there. He punches it. He punches it.
Punch the mimic! Punch the mimic! Punch the mimic!
I'm dead, never mind.
No, you
Let's
can
see.
still punch the mimic.
You could chant that. He's already gonna do it.
Oh, okay, cool, thanks.
Punch the mimic! Punch the mimic! Punch the mimic!
So he goes to punch it and it does nothing.
Oh.
Yeah, Arilo. What do you do, Arilo? Arilo?
Oh, Rilo.
Arilo. Hey.
I don't know.
Oh.
Currently, they're out of the room.
Do we need to skip, or?
You could do what I told you to do before I passed out.
Yeah, I guess I'll just leave the building.
Oh, so you're just gonna run all the way out?
I'm gonna pick up Morgan.
So you're just gonna take the dash action to run out of the building.
I was more or less just gonna just walk.
Okay. So
But
okay, well, so it's 30 feet to get to Morgoth in total of like movement, and then it's another 30 to get out. So if you want to, you can dash out the building.
You just won't be able to take Morgoth with you.
Yeah. Are you trying to grab Morgoth, or are you just trying to get out of the building?
okay, I'm gonna grab more goss.
Okay.
I'm going to get out of the building.
Well, I mean, you can grab him. That's about it. You got up to him and you
Yeah.
grabbed him. Is that all?
That is all.
Okay. Morgoth.
Roll.
Roll, please.
Okay. Come on, baby, fail. 8.
Maybe fail. Oh my gosh.
Is that a fail?
8 is a fail, yes.
Alrighty.
Vanessa.
I regretted it the moment I did my turn last time because I really wished I used my free and bonus to pull out my weapons.
Yep.
Vanessa's gonna pull out both of them, the longsword and mace, and just swing once with the longsword.
Okay, just so you know, if you're pulling them both out at the same time, it's just a free action.
Okay then.
So
yeah,
it's
so-
when you're swapping, you're doing you're basically doing free action to put it away, and then bonus to pull out a new one. That's
okay,
what it is.
Because the way that she had the longsword with 2 hands, let go with 1 hand and pulled out the other one last time. And you had that as both. But anyways,
I thought you said you put away the longsword.
no.
Oh,
So that the
whoops.
reason I did was to check if I had 2 weapon fighting, so I could attack twice.
Oh, my bad.
Oh yeah, no, you're fine. You're fine. That's a 16 to hit with the longsword.
That is a hit.
That's gonna be 7 damage.
7. Okay, 7 damage.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to do 2 weapon fighting and use my mace to hit.
Okay.
Cool. That's going to be a 13.
That is a hit.
And that is going to be 5 damage.
Okay.
And then I would like to end my turn.
Okay. On to the mimic. It is going to attempt to bite again.
Bite me again?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is a dirty 20.
Oh, well, is that a fail? Or is that 2?
That's 1 fail.
Okay.
So-
Alrighty. Oh no, guys!
Oh, now you don't want to die.
No, I'm fine with that. I'm starting to feel bad for Vanessa.
Now you don't want to die. I see how it is.
Oh no, no, I'm fully fine with dying. I'm just like, oh no, my friends are gonna feel bad.
Yes.
Oh, well,
Yorn, is gonna punch it. He doesn't know.
Punch the mimic.
Yorn's just panicking.
Punch
Yeah.
Punch the mimic. Punch the mimic.
I'm gonna be a
Punch
ghost.
the mimic.
Okay, so
God.
Yorn got a hit on it.
Let's go!
There's just one
Hey.
problem. I've just now looked into why it's hard for him to hit things, and he does 0 damage when he punches.
Good job, Yorn! 0
At
damage,
least
let's
you hit
go!
it, buddy.
he hit it, but does 0 damage. Why am I even trying
Yeah.
this?
Morgoth dies. Please burn his body with the mimic on it.
Okay, Rilo.
I don't think you understand. I'm already dead.
Orilo.
Uh, um,
What you want to do?
I stabilize Morgoth.
You know, I haven't had a turn in a while.
Oh crap! I did forget about that. Look, you weren't here at first. You're not in the list order.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. Whoops.
Would you like to have? Would you like to know
What? Okay. Okay. What would you have done?
I would have casted or started casting the boiling water rune spell, which is a water rune and a fire rune.
Okay, you would have done. How many turns has it been?
Let's see.
Wait,
I
would you
believe
have? What would you have done this at Morgoth or like in the
At-
room?
at the mimic.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
So at Morga.
Yeah, I meant like, oh, like, would you have started casting it in the room or once you got there?
I would have started casting it, I believe, right after it latched back onto Morgoth.
Okay, no, I'm asking you right now, where are you casting the spell? In like, are you still in the room about to cast it, or are you next to Morgoth?
I'm like next to Morgoth.
Okay, cool. I look, man, I'm just making sure because you know you could have been casting it in the room, and be like, hey, where did everybody go? Okay, yeah, let's quickly. You go through that. What do I have to? I have to roll like Constitution, right?
No.
No.
It just says this spell can be thrown. This can be thrown at an enemy. Once hit on a hit, it deals
Oh,
1d.
okay. Yeah. Yeah. So
1d for each rune the caster has plus the strength modifier.
yes,
So
it
2d and then plus. Okay.
Well, it's supposed to be a hit thing.
Oh. Well, what do I roll for hit then?
Probably con, because well, that's one of those spells that I did not. Wow, I'm dumb. Let me. No, because that's thrown with that and that and not just that. And that would be. I'll have to go back later on that. Give me either strength or con check.
Check.
Yeah.
Let's do the con check. I've got better con. 16.
16's a hit. So how much damage?
Let me roll 2d6. 10 damage.
Okay.
And it's fire.
10 fire damage. Okay. Okay, back to Orilo. Orilo, you've grabbed Morgoth. What do you do?
I stabilize him.
Okay, you stabilize him.
Okay. Can I continue carrying him out the tavern?
So wait, you're gonna stabilize me and then set me on fire?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, thank you. Obviously, thank you for stabilizing me. But
stabilizing him that's a main action.
Okay.
And then moving on to tower would be movement.
Technically, see, the problem is that I believe when you stabilize him, you technically drop him. So you have to re-grab him to drag him. I think. This is one of those weird
Okay,
scenarios that they don't, like, go over.
Can I just drag him then? 15 feet?
Let me search up this rule. Wait, what?
Like, drag him instead of
Whoa,
just picking
wait,
him
one
up. I
second.
just
I'm supposed to make you roll for that?
For what?
Wait, what?
And so whether they stabilize me or not?
Yeah, you're supposed to roll a medicine check.
All right, here, hang on a minute. I'm taking off the successes. Go ahead, make him roll.
Yeah, Rilo, I'm sorry. I didn't even know this was a thing. I thought I thought it was just instant. Wow, that's
and I failed. Okay. He's still down.
you got an what did you get?
You got
An
an 8.
8.
Oh gosh. Let me check how the DC stuff works.
This is so bad for Morgoth.
To administer first aid to an unconscious creature and attempt to stabilize it, which requires a successful DC 10 Wisdom Medicine check. So yeah, so it requires 10, and you got an 8. Oh no. Yeah. As for the dropping part, you do in fact drop him when you stabilize.
Ow.
So, well, it's not you were dragging him. You weren't actually like, you didn't
It's
pick him up.
okay, I'm not.
So
I'm not dead yet. So.
yeah. So Rallo, anything else?
I pray.
However.
You pray? Okay. Morgoth.
Oh.
Oh boy. Well, let's see it.
Let's see.
Got a 3.
And that is where the
Oh,
mimic
okay. Wait, why
latches
am I
on.
actually, like feeling massive heartbreak right now?
It bites, and you guys notice as you're trying to like help Morgoth, you've noticed that the mimic has essentially like it, it's essentially like it is dug in. You see blood kind of like rushing up on the floor, and you kind of start to see the color like fade from Morgoth. And in all of that like chaos, you all stop as you've noticed that the life of Morgoth is seeping out and is gone.
Vanessa is going to pray for a moment, and then she is going to run. She doesn't know where she's running to. She's just running to get away from the whole ordeal, because she doesn't want the others to see her break down even more.
So as Vanessa kind of runs out, all of you kind of sit there, and Marquise ends up walking back in from the pantry. Like he was in the pantry and he walks out and he sees all the blood and everything and assumes the worst, and you just kind of like see him take off his hat. He puts it on his chest and kind of puts his head down a little bit in a respect, and you see Yorn just kind of like stand there, and he drops to his knees next to him and he goes, Is this really it? You bought this dumb lockbox we found for 25 gold pieces, and this is what you died to? Out of all the craziness,
Does
you
anyone have bear to dying?
it just doesn't make sense. He won the tournament of Hestia. He moved on to help save the princess. He became strong enough to crack an entire tree with a lightning bolt. He rode a dragon into the arena once again. He conquered
Dragon twice, actually.
not only the land, but the skies. Something I've never been able to do. And he helped you guys find me again. Damn it. Should have never helped him buy that box. And you just see Yorn kind of get up and walk away, and like you start to see tears kind of like dropping from his face. And you see one of the gnomes walk over, and he's got like this. He's essentially like he's like dragging like a bed sheet over, as basically like some of the other gnomes come over and start helping like drag it over him. And he just kind of like looks up at you guys, and just kind of you see him kind of like pull off his little red hat, and he goes, my condolences to all of you. My family and I will help. We'll help get him out. So he turns, and then he kind of does a hand gesture, and all of them kind of like tuck the blanket under, and then they pick him up. And as they start picking up and kind of dragging him out, you see that like kind of you see blood still kind of like dripping as they're pulling it, and as they're like dragging him out essentially, or like they're carrying him out. And you see a couple others come over and start like trying to clean up the blood from it. And they start trying to get him to the door, and you see Marquise kind of like follow behind and try to lead all of you out. And so you make your way, you end up making your way out the front door. End up moving on to you make your way out the front door. You move on to the main area where you hear a bit of music, but you don't notice any of it. Just no music, no laughing, nothing. They just carry him through the festival, dragging him on, and they walk down the road past the arena, the tournament, which is on they're currently fighting. They move down the street past the bull rider, the bull rider guy. They get down past the past where the little table was set out for the lizard folk guy, who you notice that is not there. And he makes his way down to this weird looking building. You see that like some of the stones on it are cracked and everything, and they basically get him up the two steps that are there, pull him inside, and as they pull him in, the guy of course talks to the person for a minute, and then they take him into the back room, and you see the gnome walk up, and he goes, your friend will be stored here until somebody can give us a definite place on where he is to be buried. I am sorry for your loss. And he just kind of walks past you guys, and a couple seconds later you see the rest of the gnomes one by one walking past you. Well, friends. How do you want to handle this?
I'll be in my room.
And Marquise turns over to Ugg, and he's just like, well, do you have anywhere for him to be buried?
Ug's just kind of just like on the verge of tears, just trying not to talk to anyone, just on the verge of tears.
And Marquise goes, he kind of like puts his head down a little bit, and he goes, I will handle this. Go get some rest. And you see Yorn like walk in just then. And he's just like, so this is the morgue, right? Yes, this is in fact the morgue. They just took him into the back room. I see. So is he gonna be buried in the city? Where, like, do they have a place for that? I will be totally honest, I'm not entirely sure. We don't have any info, and I don't think they're in the mood to talk. Unfortunately, trying to move him to another city might not quite be the best idea. It would take way too long to get to somewhere like Hestia. At least by cart or foot, so... It does seem he might have to be buried somewhere here. I see. And Yorn just kind of turns around, starts walking out, and Marquise kind of like leads Ugg out of the building. Kind of just, you know, leaving the whole thing in the morgue right now, and he you know, leads you outside, shuts the door, and he goes, well, it's probably best you get some rest. But tomorrow we are going to have to handle this. And I'm sorry for your loss. I'm sorry. Hopefully this doesn't put too much of a bearing on you. Hopefully you can get past this. And he kind of like pats Ugg's shoulder and kind of like gives him like, I guess, a slight push toward the direction of the tavern to allow you to walk that way.
Ugg starts slowly walking towards the tavern.
Yep. And with that. Okay, that's supposed to be like a fade. I don't know why I didn't fade. That would have been so much cooler. You just gotta ruin my moment like that. Come on, Foundry, you gotta ruin my moment like that. That was supposed to be like a cool fade and everything. You just gotta, okay. But yes, that is where we are going to end this episode of eDIOCRACY.
Dang it.
Dude.
Yep, that's it.
I mean, I got no words. He predicted his own death.
Yeah, I kind of did, didn't I?
I mean, he went out fighting, so
I did go out fighting. I did go out trying to protect you guys. So he went out the way you wanted.
Yep.
hopefully
So,
he felt like he's redeemed himself.
Okay.
yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure you press the like, subscribe buttons down below, and comment your favorite moments of Morgoth life. Tell us. Any moments you enjoy, maybe a joke that he said, or just the sheer fact of his existence.
Or maybe his insane laugh. That was fun, wasn't it?
Yep. So tell us down below, and we will see all of you guys later. This is the cast of eDIOCRACY saying peace out. Have an amazing night or day where the heck you are, and we will see all of you in the next episode of eDIOCRACY. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.